You sitting there scrolling, talking about all the ideas you got, but what are you actually doing? You keep saying you want to launch a business, build your brand, get organized, but every week it's the same story. Createnik is over here helping creators like you stop talking and start doing. We don't care if you don't have it all figured out. That's what we're here for. Strategy, got that. Structure, yup. Accountability, you better know it. So what are you waiting for? Another month to pass you by? Go to Shesotericmedia.com and stop playing. You already on your phone. Might as well build something real.
I think this is gonna be my look for a little bit. It's giving mature.
Mm-hmm.
Like she does something, but we don't know what she does. She might own her own business, but if she worked for somebody else, we know that she be running that shit.
No, it gives that you own your own business. That hairstyle screams, I don't have time for this because I have other shit that I have to do.
Good.
It screams, I'm busy.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Jaded and Evolving. I am one of your hostesses, Natty.
Fuck it is, dummy. I'm your other host of Big Mama.
Bigger Mama.
Yeah, we're back in the studio. We were just here. If you guys missed the last episode, what the fuck is y'all doing? We had Angie, our manager.
Yes.
She was a great
Shout
time.
out to her. Love her to death.
Mm-hmm. Angie is going to be behind the mic more often, but she does also own her own business.
Yes.
And so she won't be here every episode, i.e. why she's not here today, because, you know, she got to get that money on. And
she got really bad allergies. So if y'all want to like send us something so we can give her some allergy meds.
Yeah, greatly appreciate it. Absolutely. Ways to support the
cup
pod.
of coffee link.
We have all that. We have so many ways.
Too?
No, that we don't
we
have.
Need to make cash.
But we have multiple ways for you to support the show, whether it be through
Zelle now. Because we got
to set up. Yeah, but we need to set up. We need to go to the credit union.
Yeah,
we got an adult, y'all. Ways to support the podcast, of course, like sharing, subscribing, all those different things on the multiple platforms, Spotify, Apple.
And shout out to y'all, 75,000 views.
Yes,
on 420.
Yes,
I think that just shows that Black women can enjoy cannabis and still be respected.
Oh, 100%. If y'all don't
and do what the fuck they doing.
If you don't respect Black women because they smoke weed,
are you
what
okay?
else is new? Never mind. I was getting racist, but what else is new? Y'all don't respect Black women for breathing. So let alone if we inhaling the herb. But like, commenting and subscribing on all the multiple platforms, but making sure that you're commenting and subscribing specifically over there on the YouTube.
Yes.
Okay? Because it really makes a huge difference as far as listenership. We're noticing that more people actually watch the pod than they listen to it. And that's cool too, because we know YouTube is gaining attention and traction. So we'll take it how we can get it.
But if you are also not just a listener, but if you solely listen to the podcast, make sure that you follow us. If it's, is it subscribing on Apple Podcasts?
I think it's following across the board.
Make sure that you follow the podcast on whatever streaming service that you use, and on Spotify you can comment on the episodes. So if you don't use Spotify to listen to the episodes, use it so you can actually talk to us through there too.
And talk to us because we talk back.
Right, because I know that y'all forget to go on Instagram and TikTok and talk to us. So that's
the TikTok though.
The TikTok is running up. Y'all should go over there. We got some really good clips.
Really great clips. And if there's content that you guys want to see, make sure that you guys are letting us know. We don't know what y'all want to see unless y'all say something to us. And we just gonna keep doing what the fuck we want to do until y'all tell us otherwise. Because
it is our podcast. But we would like y'all insight because we
don't
are partially here for y'all.
Right. We don't thrive as a pod without y'all support. We're going to create regardless.
Yes.
But in order for this to be the thing that we really have, talked about it being and really working on manifesting, it is so important to have y'all support.
Yeah.
So, again, shout out to y'all.
And a small weird shout out to whoever keeps putting our podcast in their little feet playlist on YouTube. Y'all kind of weird.
Yeah.
But if the feet is going to put us in your playlist.
I'm just saying. There's a couple of other podcasts that I've seen in that playlist. Yeah. And I'm noticing that it's because literally like somebody's foot is from outside of a blanket or something. What the fuck do y'all have going? Y'all got too much free time on your
hands. If you going to pay me for the feet, tell me.
I mean, because we're so close to being able to be monetized on YouTube.
Yes. it's crazy. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Please make sure that you subscribe on YouTube so we can start monetizing.
Tell your best friend. Tell your best friend about the pod.
Watch it with your best friend.
Yes.
I don't understand. Have a party. Like, have a watch party.
Literally.
You want us to have a Jaded and Evolving watch party so y'all can come in?
Do that.
We'll premiere it on YouTube if you would like for us to live talk to y'all.
Or
we could just have an in-person live. I mean, watch party.
Yeah. Or y'all could just like come watch us live if we want to do that. That's what you
tell us. Where you would like to see us. We keep saying this and then y'all don't say nothing. Like, are y'all afraid of us? Like,
unfortunately, we are 2 black women who actually listen, and that's our problem. And so
so like when people don't talk to us when we want them to talk to us, it's kind of weird because I'm like, is it because we're telling them what to do? So like that's the issue. Like,
but we
want y'all to talk to us, but then you don't talk to us. But when we don't say talk to us, y'all be.
If we're in an abusive relationship, just say that.
Because I'm finna leave.
Because
I'm not going to take this. Me and my best friend will not sit here for this.
I don't give a fuck how good of a man you are, Savannah.
You ain't that good of a man because you ain't put no money in my pocket. Shout out to our subscribers on Patreon.
Y'all really is showing love though. I won't even sit here and fucking complain this entire time. But no, real shit. A couple more church announcements and then we're going to crank this bitch up. Createnik, the interest meeting is coming up really soon. May 7th at 7 p.m. Make sure that you guys RSVP. Virtual. Yes, it is virtual. And I took the fact that we needed to approve the attendees off of the posh. I don't know how the fuck that got set up the first time. I know that I had it set up originally to be able to screen, but somehow I pressed the button and it somehow turned into that y'all couldn't get in at all without the actual acceptance. So when I went there the other day and there was like 6 people waiting, I was like,
because I did have somebody and they were like, did I do it right? And I was just like, oh shit.
Yeah, this morning when I literally checked it, there were 2 additional VIPs from the other, RSVPs from the other one, but they are VIP tickets because this is the interest meeting that puts you behind the scenes of everything we've been doing with Createnik, all the sponsors that we currently have, all the people that we're working with. You get to meet the directors from every team.
Yes,
it really is a good time. We drove past the venue yesterday, saw a bunch of cookouts happening. It's more than possible.
Yes.
But again, without your support, we can't make Createnik really what we want to create, make it. The second is that we have those 100 backpacks that we're working with. If you say like, hey, Createnik ain't really my thing, maybe I'm not all that creative, but you are supportive. We are going to give, we're going to give 100 backpacks to 2 community schools where the children need it most. And prayerfully, if
we can get some laptops by some high schoolers, some seniors for real.
Refurbished.
Seniors that are, even if they just go into like a,
community college or something?
Not just
trade
community.
School?
Yes. If you're going to a trade school, because you still need a laptop.
Yeah.
Like
any way that we can support anybody in an educational standpoint, right? Like student wise, all that shit. We trying to give Lysol wipes.
If y'all need supplies, we trying to be able to like
really give back.
Basically like the other big corporations where you have to write in and be like, I need supplies for this, and then they send you a gift card. No, we trying to be like, we put a bundle together and send it to you.
So we just trying to make sure
your teacher homies.
Literally.
Because I got a lot of those. So
I think that's literally all that we have right now. The digital access pass.
And AFRAM.
And the AFRAM After Dark, which recently just came about. AFRAM is on June 21st this year. Juvenile, Patti LaBelle,
21st and 22nd.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good weekend. But June 21st, the night of AFRAM, nobody likes to go home, and we all know that. So definitely make sure that you bring your ass to SMG Studios because we're doing AFRAM After Dark, a neo soul playlist.
I think
it's gonna be some good vibes.
Tickets.
There's actually 35 tickets.
Oh shit!
But because we put 5 on reserve in case y'all feeling froggy. $25 to get in the door. It gives you access to 3 drinks that come with your ticket, and then after that, all drinks are like $7-8.
$35 for VIP parking,
and you literally can park right in front of the venue.
4 spots.
Literally. And we can open up 2 more spots, but that's when the 4 get taken up. If you guys want more information, just make sure that you reach out to us or reach out over at Shesoteric Media, and either myself, Natasha, or Angie will get back to you with the details of the tickets. But that link is also in our bio. Get your tickets at either Eventbrite or posh.vip. I think that's
it's everything. On Posh too.
Yeah, I just put it on there. Okay. Across the board, everybody need a ticket. I'm about to start walking around with tickets in my motherfucking pocket.
We should have like physical tickets.
Because we're shit.
Because when we go, because we're gonna actually be at
Frame. Yeah, maybe we get a QR code or something.
Yeah,
put it on the shirt.
Yeah,
and walk around with the shirt on.
I want to get our new design, because we got new designs for t-shirts. I want to get that, like maybe a little, make some stickers or something, put them around, and then wear our one of our new shirts.
Yeah.
So you know, people love that shit. They be like, "Where you get that shirt from?" We're Jaded and Evolving.
And then next year we'll just put the booth up.
Yes,
because we was talking about it, but it's a lot going on, y'all. It really is a lot.
Well, Angie will be there, and she said we could get something like under her thing.
That's right.
So yeah, we can have a little side.
Let's talk to her and solidify that. Yeah. All good things. Well, we've been yapping long enough. Hey boo, how are you? Period.
Yes. How are you, friend?
Girl.
Life been lifing.
Life been whooping my ass. This week started off very crazy. Please send some prayers up for my granny. She lost her husband. Technically, I lost my grandfather. We weren't close. Like, we didn't have a really close relationship. But one thing that I know that Mr. L really did was love my grandma. Yeah. And watching my grandma cry like that yesterday really fucked me up. Just kind of like watching the whole thing go down. My grandma called and she was like, you know, he's not doing good. We had all intentions of Mr. L coming home from the hospital. Yeah. And so when she was like, hey, he's not doing good, I made my way to the hospital. I shit y'all not, like 5 minutes later, they was coming in to pronounce him dead. And so that's how my week started. Like, fuck how my day started. That's how my week started. And then that's how my day started, because it was 10:30 in the morning. And so that was just yesterday. And I don't really know why my energy is so discombobulated. I got other shit going on too, but that ain't that deep to me.
Yeah.
I think when you have a plethora of shit going on and it's like fuck around and die, it's just like
at once. Yeah. Sometimes it's really just not.
Yeah. I do enjoy the fact that, and this is why I love having a best friend, because I texted her yesterday and I was like, good morning, friend. And she was like, I see you at the hospital. She said, I know that this man did not die. I said, friend, he fucked around and died.
420? I said, God.
And to know Mr. L,
he would pass away on 420.
Mr. L's favorite holiday is 420.
He said, I can't smoke. I'm going to just leave.
I'm just go ahead and leave. I'm going to just go ahead and get out of here on Easter.
I'm bow out
so I can get this joint in. I need to go smoke
with my man's upstairs.
Yeah, so shout out to Mr. L. R.I.P. Mr. L. We definitely poured the spumante out for you yesterday.
A little libation for the ancestor.
Yeah, and I just we're gonna talk about it deeper, but just after the weekend we had, I've really been in my brain disassociating just a little bit, because I'm down not an anxious rabbit hole at all. I'm just down a rabbit hole about my future and what it like actually not looks like how I can make it look, but am I on the right track to
for what you want,
you know, for what it is that I want to do, or am I wasting time?
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking about like all these collaborations and shit that we like, yeah, let's do it, or everything that we're working on, you know, having to reach out to so many vendors and so many different people, all these different things, trying to get grants, money, all that. I'm just like, because it's not instantaneous, like the email don't come back, it really will make you question, is this worth it? Literally. And so I think
that's what stopped me a lot of times, is like not getting that instant reply back, or in a sense instant gratification, because you know me, I'm not big on asking other people for help. I'm just gonna get the shit done myself. But even when I get the shit done myself, if it's not like I'm seeing results from it, it's like I don't really know if I'm going to keep doing this. I actually thought about that earlier when we were talking yesterday, and it's like, if I would have succeeded at the things that I did in the past,
we were talking about that,
I wouldn't be as appreciative of what I'm doing right now. Like, the failures were actually lessons to help me move forward with what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Like,
I really do. And that's actually something that I need to sit with and be like, what was going on in the past, other than me not having no help? Like, what was I doing that didn't work, or what was I doing back then that I actually need to pull back? Because I feel like when I was doing the clothing line, I was like on it. And now it's like, in a sense, kind of nervous to really be like on it as much as I was, because I did have like a fucking burnout and an anxiety attack in the middle of trying to run the business by myself. But I feel like that won't truly happen. I just have to get out of my head about it, because I'm not doing it alone. Yeah, literally. Like, it's 3 of us now.
I think that's really like the the ongoing thing that is not discouraging. Intimidating is probably the better word for it, because in the infancy of everything, in this day and age, it'll have you convinced that you're not doing enough,
because all you see is people's successes. You don't see their,
and it's just like
build-ups. What
I get, I guess tired of. What I'm tired of is contacting people as far as like advice is concerned, and everybody feels the need to withhold information. And I just have never been that type of person where if somebody comes to me and they say, hey, how did you do this? Like, specifically with like making, you feel me? With making flyers specifically. I had somebody reach out to me 2 days ago and was like, hey, who makes y'all flyers? And I was like, I make, 99% of this stuff.
Even Angie was like, who makes them?
Obituaries, all that shit. Like, one thing I'm gonna do is, because I'm so used to being a one-woman team all the fucking time, it's really hard for me to like automate something or delegate a task to somebody else.
It just don't feel right.
Because you're so used to having it, all having to do it all. And so I was telling them, I was like, I use Canva for this, blah, blah, blah. And they were asking me about how to create like an effect. And I just gave them a simple breakdown. Went to ChatGPT and I was like, hey, this is what I'm trying to explain, but like, can you clean this up into steps? And so sent it to them, no problem. And she was like, no, I really appreciate this. She was like, because this lady was trying to charge me $250, $250
for something that you did in 5 minutes.
Crazy. And don't get me wrong, I was literally just listening to Learn Line on the way here, and they were talking about how creativity cost. I understand that. However, $250 for something so simple is insane. That's egregious. That is egregious.
I would only charge $250 if I'm doing everything.
Literally, like for somebody to ask me for a tip on how to create something.
Why not?
Why the fuck not? It's not like she came in and was like, can you do it for me? She didn't even say, can you show me? She just said, hey, how do you do this? She didn't ask for like a tutorial. She didn't ask to hop on a call. She didn't ask for me to take any real time out of my day. It was 2 simple questions and literally a ChatGPT prompt that took me 30 fucking seconds, if that, to put in and to send back to her. I don't understand why anybody would have charged $250 for that. That just to me seems unfair.
And I feel like that's why Shesoteric Media is going to be something that's totally different, because at the end of the day, we do have free information.
A lot of it is free.
We have a lot of information between the two of us, and when we don't know, we also have Angie. And then if we don't know that, like, we know how to get this information. Like, we are that hub.
But no, that's gonna be the reason why Shesoteric take off the way that it do, because I'm learning that. We were talking about it when Angie was here, that like people think that like spirituality, wisdom and shit is free. People also think creativity is supposed to be free. But then there's the side of it where people think creativity is supposed to cost an arm and a fucking leg, or supposed to be like 10 grand. And certain shit does call for like 10 grand contracts. But something as simple as one person asking you one thing, and it's not, again, she ain't asked me to record nothing, she ain't asked me to do, that's just right.
She didn't ask you to make a course on it for her. Nothing.
That shit, like, and it tripped me out.
Step-by-step tutorial.
When she said somebody was gonna charge her $250 for that, I got a little upset, because it's like it puts I've been down a rabbit hole about creativity and like cost and things of that nature, because when we first, a little backstory on Shesoteric Media, we came out the gate really strong. Natasha, through her alumni, signed us up for this competition, and within the competition we were probably only in business not even 34 fucking days. Like, we were not 100% prepared, but the things that they were asking us to do and whatnot, it was so quick for us to catch on and just, to be able to organize it and put it together. And so out of 88 people, we placed top 10, and we didn't end up getting any grant money or anything like that. So we did a meetup with the director and the people who facilitated and oversee it, and the main thing that they were getting at was that basically, and they didn't say this directly, but it boiled down to,
businesses don't have money.
Black creativity is not sustainable, is really what they were saying. There's no way for somebody to be able to create something that isn't 100% beneficial to all people and it actually make money. And it's like,
which is weird to me, because we see it on the regular. I feel like when we go to, not even at a, the whole country scale, but just in Baltimore alone. Black Genius Art Show.
King Crab ATL, like food wise, Black Swan, TV Biddy, like it's so many brands and ownerships. There's so many boutiques and studios. Yes. And when you see Black people, the first thing you think is, you know, well, she couldn't have got her money legitimately, or he couldn't have got his money legitimately. There's no, you know, sustainability. But nobody sits and talks to the entrepreneur. That's why I was so thankful at having that conversation with Angie. Nobody talks about the sustainability. She been in entrepreneurship for 7 years, had a brick and mortar for 3 years, and made the decision to not renew her lease.
Really,
this wasn't
two brick and mortars, because the other one was like it's still a brick and mortar, a smaller space. It was a wellness one-on-one, but it was a wellness center. And so she held that shit by herself.
So to make the decision, it wasn't that her lease was up. It wasn't that she couldn't pay the money. It wasn't any of that.
She really just needed a brain break, for real.
I hate the negative connotation behind this. And ever since we went to the movies, I swear to God, it's been eating at my fucking spirit. Like,
we went to go see Sinners.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about it in a second. It's just like, if y'all knew the type of shit that goes on behind this microphone when y'all are like, when nobody else is around, when it's just Natasha and I, like, this shit is not easy.
Making sure we have everything we do, the lighting,
all the
like,
shit.
Literally the lighting is like
interfaces,
a big thing,
software,
right now for me.
Apps, all this shit, and nobody talks about it, but everybody wants to claim that it's not sustainable. We're watching sustainability happen. Just because you don't know about it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen.
Just
I know,
because you're afraid.
I didn't know artisanal soap was a thing. Like, I knew niggas was making artisanal soap, but I asked her the other day, I was like, niggas still buying soap like that? She's like, yeah. Niggas is paying $17 for a bar soap.
I used to make bar soap. I used to make loofah soap. Like, Lush. The little loofah be in the middle of the soap. I used to make that.
Lush making buku bread.
Before the pandemic.
Etsy making buku bread. You see what I'm saying? Like, so, I digress. This has just been a fucking week. And it's just Monday. So pray for me, real shit. Like, if you are a praying person and you have my best interest at heart.
I was about to say it, Nick. If you had good intentions, because if you don't, keep that shit to your mother. You could try, but every time somebody speaks negatively to me, $10,000 drop into my bank account and it comes out of yours. So I don't think that you would want to do that. If you just have my best interest at heart, just pray for the kid, because my motherfucking brain hurt. I got 7 mentees. I got a husband and a child. I got a mama and a daddy, a granny who just lost her husband, a business that I co-founded that I'm trying to project manage, and an event. Is in events.
Plural. Trying to travel and do all this other shit. Yeah, pray for the kid.
And at the end of the day, just trying to be able to make it
and regulate my motherfucking nervous system. But how you been? Fuck what I got going on.
Well, you know, my period rarely ever doesn't come on a regular schedule. So my period came on last week. I was gonna go to that gym every fucking day before that came on, and because it comes on so rarely, it puts me down. Yeah. So I couldn't even get my ass up to go. Like, I was waking up at like 11 every day. Yeah. Really just whatever, which is fine. I still spent time with y'all, which was really good. But truly, I think from going to Amber's and recording her make the food to going to see Sinners, I feel like that really sparked. Yeah. Like, it's putting the spark back into the creativity that I have. And I looked at, I'm not gonna lie, I looked at some of the footage that I did for like the band at the last thing, and I was just like, this is not good. But I was like, I can make it good. Like, I can change this if I do some editing on it. So it's just really been making my mind go, like, how can I know that I'm great at what I do. I know that I can be even better than what I do right now. Let me do my due diligence and stop hiding. Yeah. And I have to keep telling myself that. And it's like, on TikTok, I'm like, I can put random shit up all fucking day. Whatever. But on Instagram, I'm just like, this is really my portfolio. Like, I have to really build this shit up, and I have to get on my P's and Q's. I don't know what really is. Like, I don't know. I took my medicine today. I'm on Vyvanse for my ADHD. But it's like, I don't like, sometimes there's like this spark of, let me sit down and actually get this shit done. And then there's other times where it's like, just thinking about it overwhelms me. Yeah. And I realize that I have to stop thinking about it so hard and just put myself into it, because that's one of the reasons why I haven't been able to, but like why it's so hard for me to get
why it's so risky done.
Yes. Yeah. Even when it came to starting to go to the gym, I would tell myself I'm going tomorrow and then would never go. But if I put my alarm on and that alarm go off at 4:00, I'm up. So I have to stop thinking so hard about all these things, like, because my mind will really
though.
Yeah, that's true. But
discipline is really what it boils down to, and I think that's really the name of the game right now. For anybody that's trying to do anything and they want it to be successful, there's a lot of risk that's going to be taken in the next couple of years or so, just because this climate is so fucking weird with everything going on. And so you're not going to have the motivation. You're not going to feel like you want to do it. You're going to have days where like nothing fucking makes sense. You're going to have days where people die, all of this shit. At the end of the day, discipline is going to be the thing that gets you where you want to go. Taking risk and being disciplined. And like Natasha said, just not overthinking shit. People who are successful in this day and age don't overthink a motherfucking thing. They just do.
And I'm sure they had times where they doubted it, but they didn't let that.
All the time, I'm sure.
Yeah, but they didn't let that stop them.
Yeah. And some people don't even recognize doubt. Like, some people have that art. That's not an art that I possess, but some people don't even recognize doubt.
Hypnotize me so I can get
Girl, what? Or just like punch my frontal lobe out. Like anything that just will get my shit in order. I don't give a fuck at this point. Lobotomize my ass. I don't.
Which lobe is fully developed when we become a certain age?
Your frontal lobe.
The pineal. Oh, I thought it was the pineal gland.
Girl, whatever it is, the Nile River in Jordan, just somebody do something.
Whichever gland or part of my brain that makes me feel like I'm more mature also needs to get its shit together. Yes,
whichever one the ADHD sitting
be slowing down.
Cause like, what the fuck is that shit? I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole about this ADHD shit too, because I know it's like trauma related and you know, imbalanced chemicals and all this other shit. But I want to know what do it and how I can undo it.
What be doing it and how you can undo it. I also thought about how many women with ADHD have PCOS. Like, is there a correlation with that?
With
like
the hormonal imbalance? Yeah, probably. But they don't do enough research, and they trying to kill us off. But it's cool. Fuck yo. I don't care.
They said it's not worth spending the money to do.
It's fine. It's not worth spending the money on America in general, and that's why the bitch is going to burn to the ground, because the ice caps got chlamydia. And so, what y'all going to do about it? Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Exactly. Ugh. Okay. The other day, I checked on someone from my past, right? Like, I was scrolling on their page.
Oh, shit.
So, I was on Facebook, right? And so, I was minding my motherfucking business. And then I saw somebody who, from like my early teen years, their mom had posted a picture of, I think it's her middle child, her son. And her son was well known on the internet for like pranks and shit. Like, I don't know if this nigga ever got arrested for it or what, but I just know that like the pranks that he used to pull, heinous. And so when she posted about him. I think he lives in like LA or something now, and like he got a bunch of good shit going on. And then I saw that she posted.
Is that like the one that used to what the fuck was that phrase? And the niggas would just be running in the store stealing shit. Is that who we're talking about? Oh, okay.
I'll tell you,
gang.
No, that one. I'll tell you who it is afterwards.
Oh shit. Okay.
But yeah, so picture him, and then she posted her youngest child, who is like 18, 19 now. And I remember when this boy was in diapers, like fresh out the womb. And then I got to thinking, you know, my ADHD gets to thinking, and I was like, I wonder what her oldest child is doing. Who I had a very close relationship with. And so
you went down
that rabbit hole. And I'm like, one, married. Eat that up.
We like
married
it.
to a lawyer. Eat that the fuck up. Got 2 kids. Eat that the fuck up. And so I really was just like happy. Like, I'm scrolling down his page and I'm like, hey yo, bro, niggas really counted you out at one point. And it's not because you stupid. Like, this nigga always been smart. Not because you stupid. It was just you made some dumb decisions when you was a teenager, and shit really could have gone left. Like, I remember the type of sacrifices his mom used to have to make just to like keep this nigga out of jail. Good. Like, she really was doing the best that she could as a mom. Her husband ended up separating because I don't really think he was on, you feel me, like on decent shit for a while. He was, I think, kind of like mentally abusive, not even verbally, like was getting into her psyche at a point. And so watching everybody's life come full circle, it's crazy who you still follow on Facebook, but watching it, like their lives come full circle, and I don't know all the details, that ain't my business. I just know that they're all good. Like it was such a happy post when she was posting, like about the middle child, she posted about the young child, posting about her daughter, and I'm just like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, you know how people will see somebody from their past and like, I hope that bitch struggling. Like, I hope that bitch is doing terrible. I hope such and such and such and such. And it's like, granted, the way that we fell out was terrible. You see what I'm saying? But that doesn't make me hate him.
Yeah.
It don't make me like, I wish nothing good happens in your life. It's like, no, I'm so fucking glad that you didn't become a product in your environment, because niggas really was counting you the fuck out. Niggas was counting you and your homegirl out. Like, y'all niggas was on the news. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, for you to be able to overcome all of that, and for you to be able to come full circle, work where you work with who you work with, married who you married, like, nigga, yes. Fuck yes. And then it made me go down the rabbit hole of a couple other people, and they did not turn out well at all. And I'm just like, God damn, bitch. You got 65 fucking kids. You on every assistance the government can give you. You can't spell. Like, God damn. It's nothing wrong with being on government assistance. However, I ain't even gonna fucking hold you. When you can't spell, it kind of like brings it all
together.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you got 65 kids, probably like 64 different baby fathers. And it would be one thing if you was doing all that and then you went back to school and got like a certification or something. You got a trade, or you feel me? Like, you working hard. You don't even have a car. Like, you can't even put your babies in the car and drive them around. You got to get all of them together and put them on a bus. And it's just like, you didn't try hard enough in life in general. You just was busting that coochie open. We know the coochie good, clearly. It's got a couple niggas coming around. It's just the good coochie couldn't get you no car. Good coochie couldn't get you. So that's a good coochie couldn't teach you how to spell. No. I was on Facebook really in people business, and that's where I was finding the drama at. Like, people was eating other people baby father booties and shit. Like, it was a lot going on. But yeah, I'm glad that certain niggas is doing well. And for the niggas that's not doing well, just do better. Cause goddamn, bitch. She got hella, girl, I'm talking about hella fucking kids. You ever seen somebody that's got so many kids, you just like, get off of her. Why do you keep...
Yeah.
God damn. And I know, at least, because when I worked at child support, she was there for one of the kids. I know for a fact right now that she has at least 3 of those kids on child support by 3 different men. It just seemed like it's a lot going on in her life. Like, consolidate some of that. You see what I'm saying?
Some people really are like products of their environment. Yeah. If that's all you've seen, sometimes people really just don't. That's why, not to compare myself, but I've seen failed marriages. Yeah. I'm going to take my time. Not saying that I never want to get married, because I have come to the realization that, like, I would like to be married one day. Yeah. But I'm not rushing it. No. I'm not rushing that shit. Like, before, I used to be like, you got 5 years. I feel like that's when I truly know you. At that 5-year mark, I've realized now. Like, it's just like, I kind of know you enough.
People who get married after like a year of knowing each other.
Still need to.
Yeah, because people who get married after only knowing each other for like 1 or 2 years. No.
Some of them do very well.
Some of them do very well.
And that's great.
That's such a huge risk to
me.
It
is a very huge risk.
I've only known you for 24 months.
Look.
That's not enough time. Now, do people go through shit in a 2-year time? A lot can happen in 2 years. However, I don't feel like enough can happen in them 2 years.
Yeah.
Where you really know how motherfucker gonna handle shit. Like, y'all ain't even had a really big fallout.
Some people be moving in 6 months and then...
Girl, some people moving in 6 weeks. I know somebody who literally met their fiance. My uncle met his fiance. 60 days later, they were moved in together. 6 weeks later, they were married.
How are they doing?
They both dysfunctional as fuck.
So they're good together.
I don't know. Oh. Outside the house, they're great.
Okay.
For what my family tells me, the household
is dysfunctional.
They need a reality show. Oh. But that marriage, it seemed like it goes strong because of the dysfunction. Like, they not dysfunctional together. They don't argue. They don't really, because it's just all the shit that's going on.
His own.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Bless her heart. It's really what I'm getting to.
Again. Yeah. Marriage seems chill. I know it's going to take time.
It's a work in progress.
No rush right now.
I do recommend that before you get married, though, go to premarital counseling and not just
couples counseling. For real.
Not
even
just
when y'all just date, not just dating, but when y'all
for real.
Call it official.
Yeah,
like when he's like, "Can you be? Will you be?" Make sure he asks you. Don't just let him assume that he's your girl, that you're his girlfriend. Because we not doing that no more. You gotta ask me.
And I'm starting to see a lot of that where guys childish. Are asking because they don't want any mixed signals.
Because if we were dating and it's like, you can't just assume that I'm your girlfriend, because dating means that I'm dating multiple people.
Yeah, dating doesn't mean
means that
you
can talk. We are both free to talk to other people. You cannot just be claiming me out of nowhere.
Yeah,
especially I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
When monogamy has never been on the table, like we've never had the discussion
about relationships and nothing, and now you just assume that I'm your girlfriend. Yeah, are you okay,
niggas?
On both sides, for real.
Because why is you
for
just
the gays and the straights
just doing shit
and the in-betweeners?
Interesting enough. Speaking of that, no, this is perfect. If you be taking down BBWs in public, you like
I don't see
you feel me?
In public though, why
if you
just in public,
because they be fucking on BBWs in private. I saw a video
like if you fucking with them for real.
Like if you I saw a video where the girl say she's always hidden because she's big. Yeah. And when I say plus size, I mean conventional, right? Like you see a plus size woman, she can fit into like a standard jean or something that you find in the stores. Okay. This woman was not your conventional plus size woman. Okay. She was what people would consider a big girl, like 26. Like a big bitch. No, like 32, 38. Like she was up there. Okay. Like, yeah. And so she was saying, like, of course I'm hitting. You feel me? Like, I'm the BBW. You feel me? Like, niggas. And the guy hosting the social show was like, no, like, girl, give me a hug. Because you don't even understand how deep that is.
That's insane.
And she pulled back. And you could tell, like, when she pulled back from the hug,
she was uncomfortable.
She was even kind of fucking confused. Like,
what you mean? Because you shouldn't be hitting. You deserve to be seen out in public just like anybody else.
Literally. So it's like when y'all be dating big girls,
and when y'all say y'all like big girls,
I want to see you out with the big girl. I don't want to see you at Olive Garden with the big girl where the lighting is dim. I want to see y'all out at fucking what's they call theme parks and shit. I want to see you at Disney. I want to see you at Six Flags. I want to see you. I want to see you at the courthouse getting married.
Even if y'all not getting on no rides.
Even if she waiting for you to get off the ride because you do the roller coasters and maybe she do the water park. We understand that bigger bodies don't have the ability to do what everybody else has the ability to do. However, if you could fuck that girl in private, or if you could fuck that man in private, I've never heard of a big man being hidden. That to me doesn't. I'm not putting it past the big nigga, but I know some girls that love a big nigga. Like they want to rub his belly in public and all kinds of shit. I want to see more people loving on a big bitch in public, like real shit. And I don't just want to see you take her out to dinner. I want to see you take her to go get some clothes. Go pay for her hair to get done. And I know it's happening. I know it's happening. Like it exists.
Walk around at home.
Right. Seeing that clip really fucked me up because I'm
like,
look
at house shit together.
I'm like, y'all still doing that shit? Y'all still hiring big bitches?
Go to Marshall's together.
When did we
go to the museum?
And what's up with that? Like,
I don't like it.
Who?
Y'all be fetishizing. But y'all really fetishize plus size women. Yeah. Like y'all really don't be fucking with them like that. Y'all be like, I love a big woman because
but won't be seen in public with her.
Never seen you with one.
Y'all don't tell her put no
maybe that's
not
my business. But at the same time, it is my business.
Because my fellow big sisters,
you keep talking about it out in public. I need to see you with one now.
Or even on the internet. That's mainly where I was getting it from. Is y'all niggas be making TikToks. It's so many of those like fetishizing niggas where they the smaller niggas or like the big buff niggas and they like dating a BBW. Or my absolute favorite that I love but ain't never seen y'all niggas do it. When they got the weights and they be like, I be lifting big hoes and they be like 255 and then they do it easy 365. But y'all be struggling at 335. Witnessed you with a big girl. Like your post are just you in the gym. And I know that there's like niche content, right? Yeah. But then I think about that there's TikTok stories, there's Instagram stories, there's Snapchat stories. That content is only 24 hours old. And so why can't you post a video of maybe you out with your girl or maybe you hanging out with some big girls? Maybe a big girl finds you attractive and you take a picture with her. Right. You pay her a compliment. I would like to see that.
It's okay. The next time I see something that's just like, I can pick up this, I'm be like, come pick my ass up.
Come pick me up then.
Where you at? Where you at?
Let me climb on your back and you pick my big ass up. And I'm gonna drop all my fucking weight too. I want you to pick up every pound.
Cause I'm in the higher 200s.
Got to be something to do something, and you ain't doing much, motherfucker. If you can't pick all this up.
So if you saying that you can pick up 335, and y'all do be looking like y'all struggling, stop doing that. And then y'all really do be weak in the legs. Come on now.
That's because they don't be doing leg day. Them niggas will skip leg day in a heartbeat. Be buff as fuck.
But
up
if
top.
you like confidently picking up 300 or 330, 315, 335, and confidently. Come pick my big ass up. I like being picked up. She don't.
Don't pick me up off the fucking.
And she also has a husband.
Yeah, and he don't pick me. Don't pick me up in general.
Me,
I don't like my feet off the ground.
I am now going to start harassing some of you. Mm-hmm. So get ready for the comments because
stand on big.
Pick
business.
my big ass up.
Stand on big business.
Pick my big ass up. I might tag some of y'all in it when I make the clip for it.
Because
I'm be like, because I saw you and I want to get picked up now.
Because why y'all acting like that? Speaking
Even
of
if I'm not your type, I don't give a fuck. Pick me up.
Speaking of being picked the fuck up, why the fuck was Gayle King and Katy Perry picked up in a spaceship?
Did Gayle actually say that she was gay in space?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She
said that I was still gay in space.
Still?
Mm-hmm. So she admitted to like being a lesbian.
Yes, because Monique said that Oprah said that when she be stressed, Gayle can come and calm her down and put her to sleep. And Monique said, what that sound like? And I said, that sound like it's some lesbian activities. And that's why Stedman is in that outhouse.
It's a lavender marriage
and
for sure.
I think that Stedman got a little like...
He fucking the driver or something.
If Luther Vandross was still around...
Oh, 100%. When I feel like, you know who I would like to see, like, or found out they had an affair? Stedman and like one of the young gays.
Not too young.
No, when I say young, I'm talking about, because Stedman is probably like 50, 60. I'm saying like 30. He's not
50 at all.
So 60, 70?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like
40.
I'm thinking 35 to 42.
5.
You see what I'm saying? Like
some
one
of these
those
45-year-olds be looking good too, though.
Just, one of the young gays.
Yeah, like
one of the younger gays.
Yeah.
I would love if quick
and
scandal
then
came out.
And then he start like dressing a little younger.
Yeah,
too.
I would love to see Stedman kind of like step in his prime, because he keeps letting Oprah have the limelight, and she's a bitch. And so I want more Stedman content.
That's probably why he's like not in the limelight, because he's like, I'm not a bitch like that. And literally. I feel like if I start getting that limelight.
Like, what if he's the reason why she's a bitch? Where he's just like, girl, you need that inner like empress. Like when they in the house, he be giving her like all the girls. You feel me?
I mean, we did say that there's always somebody over top.
You see what I'm saying? And so like, what if he's the one where it's like, you need to pop your shit, bitch. Like pop that shit.
You always need somebody to.
Yeah, but like, what if he's like the head bitch in charge? Like it's Stedman and then Oprah. Huh. You see what I'm saying? Because like when Stedman comes up, Stedman becomes the topic of conversation.
When did they get married? Did they get married like in her prime or before? Like before she got her shit?
She around the time.
See, now I got to do research on their relationship, because where the fuck did he come from?
Yeah, right around
He's
the
just
time.
Been around since I've been alive.
Right around the time she started, like when her talk show really started to like pop and things like that. They had already been together a couple years, and so I be forgetting that Oprah had a talk show.
He was probably
sometimes.
like an executive or something.
For sure. I know. I don't even remember how they met. Stedman, where's you from? You know what? We'll go down that rabbit hole at a different time. But yeah, what the fuck was y'all in space doing? Y'all paid $150,000 to be up there for 30 seconds.
And I hate that, because somebody said on either Instagram or Twitter, like, y'all got $150,000 to do that, but y'all could be helping people. Like, literally, y'all stay in these commercials talking about something. If you give money to this.
Yep. And there was no research or anything done. Do you not
see the fucking economy, and you want me to give money, but you got $150,000 to be in this fucking spaceship? Are you fucking serious? And it cost a grip to build that thing.
Did you hear why they did it though? They did it to try
all women or something.
They tried to encourage more women to become astronauts. Like it ain't already women astronauts. Like that's the thing that threw me. Katy Perry is not an astronaut. Gayle King is not an astronaut. None of them hoes that was in there even bothered. Like none of them worked for NASA or nothing.
You just show the women that already work for NASA. Oh, y'all let them go.
Or why y'all didn't host a brunch or something and honor the female astronauts? That would have went crazy. That would have went.
That's why
crazy.
We had Hidden Figures. Like, are y'all fucking serious right now?
Y'all ain't call them. Y'all ain't.
All of them ain't passed away.
Y'all just
any of them
got the fuck in the ship and then didn't even go to space. Y'all went outside the atmosphere, was up there for 3 seconds, and then came the fuck back down. Whole time it was just some astronauts who just got home after they were stuck in space for like 9 fucking months. Yeah, so like
All I'm saying is, I know that we talk about needing millions of dollars, but that's dumb. Yeah. And I swear, like, if either one of that's dumb as fuck. And if either one of us is ever just like, yeah, I think I want to go to space, I want both of us to agree to smack the fuck out of each other or something. Like, we don't have to fight.
Yeah.
Like, we not spending our money on that.
No. Anything regarding space.
Would I buy a jet? Would I buy a plane? Yeah. So I can get my niggas out the hood a little bit? Sure. Hell yeah. I will start my own fucking Southwest. I will buy a fucking plane company and do that shit. Like, why not?
Put my niggas on the PJ and they PJs.
We are gonna have Soul Plane 2.0 out this bitch if I get some money. But
however, I'm not going to
fucking space.
It's nothing in space that I need to check out. It's nothing that far deep in the ocean that I need to look at either. A little snorkel, go crazy.
What's 3 of your biggest purchases if you had $1 million?
If I had $1 million? $1 billion?
Yeah, $1 billion. What's your 3 biggest purchases? Like, and it's anything.
Just anything?
Yes. Y'all already know this is a fucking Red Bull. Fuck it.
If I had $1 billion fucking dollars, I would definitely open up some type of like franchise grocery store for niggas, and I would put them in like the food deserts. So like specifically, and I would like hire felons and all kinds of shit. Of course, I'm gonna start a cannabis farm, and I'm not talking about no small one. If I had $1 billion, I would spend.
Oh, you got land?
Yeah, I would spend a really pretty fucking penny.
And make sure the soil is good and all that.
Not even just. I want my like testing lab on the land and everything. Yeah. Like I would make it a one-stop shop for cultivation, processing, all that shit. And then I would probably buy like a transportation company, so a bus company, plane company, like it all just kind of be under one entity, just so I could do stupid shit. You know, like, oh, I want to leave today, go somewhere. Let me just hop on this plane real quick. Oh, I need to go to so and so. Let me call one of the Sprinter vans.
That's fair.
You know, shit like that. What would you do?
I was thinking like land, of course. I would buy different properties in different countries and stuff like that.
I'm fucking with that.
And have like the local people like clean it, maintain it, and stuff like that, so that I can give back.
And then pay them way more than like what the country pays them.
Like I'm literally finna give you like a salary, like
one that like $55K here, like go crazy in another country. Like,
I would do that, especially in Hawaii. Like I'm giving back to them, because why the fuck y'all bothering
without ever stepping foot on the land? Like I don't need to go over there.
I'ma go.
They told me not to, so I'm listening. What the fuck is over? They don't want us there. I'm not going.
You right.
I think that's disrespectful. If I told black people specifically, we know what it means when somebody say don't come over here and they just bring their ass over here. So I'm gonna do my best to listen.
Invited though. By somebody that lives there.
I'm still not going.
Oh, okay.
I just don't feel like
that's fair.
You feel me? If they
when they first said don't come over here, I was like, why the fuck are y'all still going? Oh, because we paid for this. Okay, get a fucking refund. Literally. I don't understand. But I would like get a property over there and just like. Yeah, like y'all can.
There's a huge homelessness issue over there too. So you would definitely be doing a huge community service.
Eggs is higher over there.
Yeah. Cost of living high as fuck.
I would start a farm.
Yeah.
I'm getting with you on that supermarket.
Hell yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
And then I would do a Tyler Perry and have a whole production.
Yeah.
I would buy land to do that.
Yeah. You know what else I would do? Just on some like real stupid shit. I would open up a strip mall. And I would put a bunch of nigga shit on the strip mall, like beauty supply store. Don't they have one in Atlanta? Yeah, the real BB Judy owns a strip mall that has a lot of black owned businesses in it. I would literally open a strip mall and give all my family like a store. So, like my dad would have a gun store, like my aunt and them would cook. Like I would just
a gun shop. In general, like training.
I know that my problem will be when the money does come, me being too charitable. Yeah. Not ever to put me bankrupt or put me in debt, but if I see a black person struggling, I'm gonna feel like, bro, let me just go ahead and bless you real quick.
In order to combat that, I'm not saying that people have to prove their worth to me, because that's never gonna. Yes, but to an extent, I'm gonna be like, okay, you see that I have this money, and you had the audacity, but you had the courage to come over here. What can you do? What are you going to do with this?
Where's the business plan? Like I would like make them.
Too had to do all this. Like
you know what it sounds like?
What's your?
We would open up a grant
Yeah.
And it would be a huge grant.
Yes.
And we would just be putting money into it all the fucking time. Other angel investors and whatnot. And y'all niggas come with a business plan, a good pitch deck, a good presentation like the competition we was in.
Yes.
Throw a couple $100,000 your way.
That goes without saying though. Like if
when
we make the money, I want
that shit sounds so good. 2
scholarships.
Hell yeah.
And like at least 2 grants.
Yes.
One for artists, one for entrepreneurs. And then the scholarships go to like...
One to a trade school, one to a university?
Yes. I want 2 of each of those.
Yeah.
No, 2 trade, 2 university. Or college. Or you could go to community college.
I'm excited for the day that I have money because I'm going to do like shit a YouthWorks where I walk into a trade school and I'm like, I need for you to tell me the nigga that's got the most debt in here with the highest grade point average. I need his shit right now, and then I'm gonna pay that shit off. Ass off. Yeah, I'm gonna pay that shit off. Like that's the type of I know for shit sure. Like that's gonna be my problem. Walk in a braid shop, I'm paying for everybody braids.
Hell yeah.
Go in the grocery store, the 15 people behind me pay for all their groceries. Just stupid. Like you know, like it's like stupid shit, but it's like stupidly impactful shit. That's how I feel.
Because like I said the last episode, because any money that is going out is going to come back tenfold. And as long as I'm helping my people, my community, like so many people leave the hood and then don't really come back to help.
Yeah.
And I kind of get it because it's just like, how do I help? Like I've been in this and these niggas don't want to change. That's not my problem. Yeah. You need some groceries.
My whole thing is there are niggas that want to change that don't have the resources. That video broke my fucking heart that came out on Instagram where the nigga said like, bro, I have a CDO. Like I have one. And the reason why I sell drugs is because I went to go get the job and they told me like they fired me. They fired him like 2 days in because he didn't look the fucking part. Like, because he didn't have a haircut. He didn't have no bread. This nigga just spent all his money on getting a CDLs. He said he went to the interview went great, but when it came down to the actual like hiring process and he met with like the hiring manager or something he was saying, it was like they wasn't fucking with him. They told him that he looked aggressive. Like it was a huge...
What does that have to do with you being in the truck?
Exactly, my guy. Same thing with the pilots when they were saying like, I wouldn't trust a pilot with locks. It's like, nigga, do you know how hard it is for somebody who has a degree, who has all these different things, all these credentials to actually get a job?
People with PhDs have to prove ourselves are working at McDonald's.
We have to prove ourselves 70 times harder in anything that we do simply because of the color of our skin, because they don't attribute our professionalism to anything that accolade wise, legacy wise. No, because I'm a nigga specifically, y'all don't fuck with me.
And that's why when things are taking off, my people are front line. Like my people are first pick. If there's any other pick, nigga, like I don't give a fuck.
To be honest, because DEI is no longer a thing. I don't have to do that.
Because to an extent, like that's one of my things when I'm thinking about getting another job. I'm just like, I have fucking 2-tone locks. I already got locks in my hair, but now they're 2 different fucking colors, and I got piercings on my fucking face, and it's just like that shouldn't amount. Like if anything, I look like I should work in fucking IT. Like I just look like I just do my shit. But some people would be like, oh, you don't look professional. First of all, if I'm at a help desk, who's fucking looking at me other than the people I work with?
When I work,
why are you intimidated by me because I actually get my fucking work done but don't look like you? Like that's really what the issue is. You know, coming in here that I'm gonna work 10 times harder than you.
They don't though. They don't. They don't know that.
I feel like it's a slight thought in their head. Like, no, I'm talking about the people that actually do the hiring, but they just want to hire their homeboys. No. I feel like they know that black women specifically are gonna come in there working their asses off.
I got a homegirl who work in HR who is a black woman, and she will tell you that they will go through your whole profile and they will look and see that you're accredited. If they can find a photo of you online and they find out that you're black, in most cases they put you at the bottom of the pile. And this is somebody who works in hiring. And not no little hiring, even like government contract hiring. They have no fucking faith in black women. We were supposed to be the DEI hire, and it became a white woman thing. Like that was supposed to be our foot in the door, and it never works out for us.
And that's why we have to start our own business, literally, so that we can hire each other.
And I say this, and then we're gonna get off our soapbox and start getting into centers, because this is like a full circle moment. This is the main fucking reason why there is no such thing as like allyship. There is no such thing as having like white counterparts.
Because if DEI was created to help us out, then why the fuck weren't we helped?
We can be in collaboration with y'all to an extent, but it must, there has to be a line,
a space.
There has to be boundaries, and you have to not even be willing to teeter the fucking line. You have to stay on your side, your place, and they have to stay on their side. Because the minute that you try to teeter that line and become equal with the motherfuckers, they will do everything in their power because they're now uncomfortable. It has nothing to do with you. I promise you, it has nothing to do with you. But there is this negative connotation universally about black people in every fucking culture. We don't have any allies.
We
have none.
Even did shit.
No, we don't have any.
Show up.
Not white people, not Asian people, not Indian people, and I don't like BIPOC. I don't understand why black, indigenous, people of color. There's no equating to that. Everybody sticks with their own kind except for us. Like, we find the need to be of servitude because that's what the fuck we've been programmed to do since the dawn of time. And if we don't do it, if we don't comply, if we don't adhere to what the fuck y'all want, you get violent, you start coming for our jobs, you start coming for our kids, coming for our positions. There's no such thing as allyship. And there's nothing behind that. Like, it don't even hurt no more. And it's just the expectation.
So upset when we bring it up, and it's just like, how can we not?
I just don't understand how somebody gets upset about something that they've created. Like, this is y'all fault.
Because they're just like, we didn't do that.
Yes, you did though.
It was y'all ancestors. You have their bloodline.
Same reason why y'all are the same discomfort that y'all have based off of a rumor that spread about us is the same reason why we don't fuck with y'all. Because rumor has it that y'all don't fuck with us.
Y'all was eating us, and that's not a rumor.
That's not, like, y'all had our teeth in y'all mouth. And still to this day, some of y'all still do some really weird shit with us.
Feeding the black babies to alligators and crocodiles.
Like, so I be trying to figure out, like, there was this thing going around
to stop them from being able to do whatever in the spiritual realm. We could bring this right into the movie.
Mm-hmm. A spoiler alert, if you haven't gone to see Sinners, you might want to skip ahead. Natasha, can you put the time on the thing? You'll skip ahead, because this movie literally, I think, sealed the deal for a lot of people. I saw on TikTok that it was people walking out the theater, like white people that were walking out the theater because they were so uncomfortable.
As you should be.
Because there were so many moments of, like, damn, like, we really
fucked up.
We are the problem. And it doesn't sit right with a lot of white people, because they feel like this is a title that's been unfairly given to them. Like, they're targeted for no reason. My only question is, how the fuck do you think we feel? It be when movies come out, like when what's the 12 Years a Slave came out, y'all felt a certain type of way. When Django came out, felt a certain way. Sinners came out, y'all felt a certain type of way. However, in the interim between this, y'all don't feel no kind of way. If y'all not in the headlines about it, y'all don't feel no kind of way. If a cop ain't kill a black man this week, y'all don't feel no kind of way. If we don't bring it up, y'all don't feel no kind of way. If we don't bring it up in a meeting, y'all don't feel no kind of way. But yet and fucking still, we have to walk around with a target on our back because y'all feel a certain type of way, again, about a rumor that has been translated around. Like, even in the movie, there was a rumor that the Smokestack Twins was back in town. That bitch brought her ass back down to that motherfucker trench talking about my mama just died. I just got back in town. What? I heard that y'all had just got back in town. Them niggas had just got there that morning. Them niggas had literally freshly pulled up, hid the truck in the bushes that morning. How the fuck did word travel with no phones, with none of that? Bitch, you knew what she was doing.
She knew that KKK guy.
Yeah, she did.
That head Klansman.
So you knew they was coming back in town.
She had to know something.
And you knew what the fuck was going on.
I heard that you was back in town, but...
And was so gung-ho about being the whole reason why everything worked out for them in the end. There were so many things that come into play nowadays where we talk about, like, bartering and things of that nature. When people were coming to the juke joint and all they had was wooden nickels. The motherfuckers had
work hard for them motherfucking
dollars that niggas drew on. Smoke went to motherfucking Annie shop and was like, what the fuck? You can't spend this no way. Them babies had drew on the piece of paper some money.
But they can use it there.
And that's all that matters. That's all the fuck. She said, I don't have to leave here. And she told him, she said, unlike you, I don't have to leave.
I'm good.
And the store was filled. The store had everything niggas need. The store had what he needed and some.
Ain't had to go to the town
where Tina and them was running the shop. Cause it was a bunch of people coming in and out of there. Mm-hmm. I love the bartering where he taught her how to negotiate the amount for doing him a favor. I love the fact that he shot that nigga in the knee. Cause like it ain't no way.
The other one in the knee.
Cause it ain't no way in hell you gonna be able to say that you robbed me and I had something to show for it.
you almost got over.
I felt that shit.
Twins.
There were so many moments in this movie where it was just like,
I have to see it again.
I have to see it like
there's
5 more times.
They were talking about how one, because I know that I have Native American in my blood for sure. Them Native Americans said it once and was not finna say it twice. They said, okay.
I just like how when he peeped around Shorty and saw the Klan tag, he was like, you know what? It ain't no helping this bitch.
It's not even worth it.
Nope, it's no. And he told her,
come on, we ain't see them no more. And I love that.
He told her the first time, he said, I'm trying to help you. And she put a gun to his face. You know what, bitch? Even without seeing the Klan's head, you got it. You got it.
And that just goes to show me that when people show you that they don't want your help, stop trying to force it.
Especially when they don't look like you. Because forever we have this idea of servitude that quite frankly I'm over. We see somebody struggling and we feel the need. I don't give a fuck if you can't get the carts unstuck. Figure it out. Nobody comes to say, I swear to you, and I don't give a fuck how jaded it sounds.
Because we always got it.
Nobody comes to the saving of a black woman. Black men off the table. Y'all don't get no motherfucking help until it come to us. But then we turn around and help y'all and y'all dip the fuck off.
They be like, oh, okay. Thanks.
Thanks.
Not even a thank you. Of course you did. Of course you helped me.
I help you unhook the carts at the supermarket. You go and get your shit. I go and get my shit. I come out. We park right next to each other. I got 3 cases of water in my cart.
And you ain't
no point do you even offer to put the shit in the back of my car. You put the shit in your car. You pull the fuck off. After I literally just helped you. And while most people feel like it shouldn't be a tit for tat thing, that's the problem with specifically.
It's not tit for tat.
Our community. It's reciprocity.
Mutual, yes.
Y'all want to call it tit for tat? It's called reciprocity. Like, let's learn a word today. What y'all fail to realize is, like, again, in the movie,
that's the word of the week.
We're gonna have a
word of the week.
Literally,
reciprocity.
There are so many points in this movie where, because of one thing, another, specifically on the black side, there was a reason for something else. When they first went to go pick cornbread up from their motherfucking plantation, he said, "Fuck you and fuck her." And the wife literally was like, "Hold on, if this nigga feels so strongly to be like, fuck what we got going on,
what's
fuck
going
me
on?
and
What
this
he
baby,
gotta say?
Where he gotta go? What he gotta do?" What do he have to do?
R.I.P. to him.
Yeah, R.I.P. to cornbread. But at the end of the day, I saw it like this. She, again, came to the saving of her husband. He was getting ready to sit there and pick that motherfucking car and not make no motherfucking money. And I'm going to say it. If it had not been for them white motherfuckers, they would have had a great night.
They would have
had a great fucking night.
Life.
It's so... The pandering to white people has to stop. This reciprocity of always wanting to be the saving grace has to fucking stop. This driving Miss Daisy attitude that we have has to fucking stop, because nobody is in allyship with us. When that bitch said, "Come in here, motherfucker," the level of rage
that was not her space
that
to
pierced
do that
through my system, because that be the
you
main
should have went out there
thing,
with your husband.
That be the main fucking thing I be talking about. But again, even if she didn't go out there, right?
What gives you the right to?
What was it? 4 or 5 different niggas in the room who said, "There's no saving him. There's none."
They knew she was going to say it. They was trying to cover her mouth. They was trying to
do all. And
I would have stabbed her ass. I would have stabbed her in the neck.
I would have shot that bitch. I would have shot her, because Smoke still had some bullets up in that gun. I would have shot the fuck out of her.
Cause what?
And even then, niggas had to pivot so fucking fast. Like, fuck, here we go. We just gonna have to fight them off.
Grace ass.
And it turned into something that it didn't have to be. They would have made it to the morning if it wasn't for Grace. I'm a firm believer they would have made it to the morning. Because again, they had to be invited in. They would have made it. Everybody else could watch their fucking mouth. Grandpa was drunk as fuck. You feel me? Smoke was still upset about his brother. But they was outside hitting the Irish dig.
Without Grace and Mary.
That's it. We would have. Niggas
Mary
would have been
from
fine.
the start, and then Grace when.
But to be quite honest with you,
happened.
I didn't fuck with Grace when she was at the motherfucking trying to negotiate the price of the sign. Don't get me wrong, because one thing an Asian person will do is negotiate with your motherfucking ass. But
that's
if y'all
something
had so
else
much
that I was
respect
thinking.
for him, y'all should have just did it.
That's something else that I was thinking too. You are in this space because apparently that's I mean, not apparently, but that's very historical where Asians were like in the proximity of black people. And it's like, these are the only people that are these are the only people that's coming to buy your goods and all this other stuff. The white people not worried about you. Like, this is a black only town and they made space for you.
But they still wanted to be in proximity to them white people. And it happens even now,
they stop black people from opening up beauty shops. They will
but don't know shit about black hair.
They will fuck up your
shit about black
vending
hair
and all that shit. I've heard the stories of if a black person opens up a beauty supply store
on the same
and
block,
the Asians get a hold of that shit, they will literally
sabotage,
blackball you. And that's crazy. What does my business have to do with you? Oh yeah, because it's black owned, so you know it's gonna succeed. Because of course we want to see more black people doing this shit.
Yeah. Like, why we couldn't have a juke joint? Like, the juke joint was popping. I'm gonna be real with you. Sammy came in there. He was playing that motherfucking guitar. Joint. Fucking Pearline was getting that shit. She was stomping around getting it with her cheating. Fuck it. That's another thing, Pearline. And that's exactly why your ass went out the way you did.
I just want to taste.
Because imagine your motherfucking husband being like, no, where the fuck is Pearline at? She said she was going to that juke joint. And they never come home.
Her husband knew.
Because he probably wasn't on shit. I'm gonna be real with you. If she cheated that quick, he wasn't on shit.
And Sammy knew about her.
But she did say that she didn't even want to be married. She said that.
He said, "Are you happy?"
Yeah, but
she ain't say nothing.
But there was a point when they were like talking in the he brought him up again, and she was like, "I didn't want none of that." Oh, so I guess it was an arranged. You know how they used to arrange marriages on plantations? I guess she was like to be quite honest with you, I don't even want to be married to that nigga.
Plantation over for real. I only see him on the weekend.
And to think about it, how the fuck all y'all get permission to go to the juke joint? Because all
they
was
weren't
from
slaves; they were indentured servants at that point. So like,
but don't you still gotta get permission a little bit?
I think it was at that point where it was the end. It was after slavery was.
No, it was 1938. Slavery was still very much a thing. Niggas still had plantations up until like 1950.
Yes, but it was still like, I work for you, so I got my quota. They had to get quotas, so all of them got their quotas. It wasn't like I'm working for free.
Sammy was picking cotton. His mama was over there washing the cotton. When they got
they lived on the plantation.
He was picking cotton. Yeah, they all. So that's my thing. Like,
so yeah, it was at that. It was at that point where of course old slave owners was like, yeah, y'all can stay here, but you gotta work for your house and shit. Like you can, and you gotta pay me and shit like that. That type of shit.
Like, I still to this day.
That's why they had that next town over where it was predominantly black and they had their shit. But you know what happens? But you know what happens to predominantly black spaces?
They blow them up.
White people are just like, I ain't got no piano. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. Why though? I had a whole fucking back and forth with somebody on Twitter because they were just like, does Coogler and Peele have the capability to not have to talk about, like, not do movies like this? And I'm just like, but you don't ask white directors if they have the capability of doing other type of movies or having main black characters that are not stereotypical or just like their blackness is all there is to them in their movies. So I don't fucking understand why you are always over here questioning what we're doing, but you're not looking at y'all not looking in the mirror. You know why? Because you're scared, because you're gonna see a ghost. Oogly boogly, bitch. Y'all don't ever want to be accountable for what the fuck y'all are doing. And a lot of people would be like, oh, black people aren't accountable. We understand why we're in certain situations. There's so much accountability that we can do when we are in these situations. We are not in these circumstances because we want to be all the time.
But I think that is the accountability, because if you ask a nigga from the hood to hold himself accountable, he gonna do it. Like, yeah, nigga, like, this my shit,
and I make my money the way that I need to. I'm taking care of my family by any means possible.
Drugs really don't have too much shame on some real shit. They really don't. And my biggest question specifically in the entire situation is, did y'all go to Jewish writers and German writers when they wrote Boy in the Striped Pajamas?
Schindler's List.
When they did Schindler's List? Did you go?
And Frank.
Did y'all go talk? Did they have the right?
The biop.
Do they have the understanding of Jewish trauma in order to have those conversations, or is
of course
not?
They don't, because
Crazy Rich Asians, do they have the ability? Did you question
That's what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to say in one of the tweets. I'm just like, there's a whole new
Yeah,
there's a whole new Asian movie. Did you ask them why they're talking about gay Asian relationships?
Do you question the LGBTQIA community? Y'all don't question these people. But the minute that we want to talk about the situations that we're currently in, Sinners is literally a depiction of a current experience, like experiences that we're having, that we've been having for decades. Yes. And the reason why y'all are so tired of the story being told is because you feel like it's been told for so long. But how the fuck do you think we feel when the only solace we have is going to a movie theater, watching our pain be depicted in a creative sense, where we actually for a moment feel a sense of freedom? When we in these movie theaters and these black movies are coming out, for the first time in a long time, I don't have to sit there with my head on a swivel because Bobby is in there with a backpack and a vendetta. Like, I don't feel that way. It was 4 white people in this row that we were sitting in, and every now and then I had to turn my head to the side just to make sure that they were still having a good time, because
that's why I was leaning so close to you, because one was sitting next to me and I was just like,
we even then we can't have spaces, and people will say like it's not right to segregate.
Yes, it is.
At what fucking, we don't get nothing for segregation, ourselves, yo.
But you fail to realize that segregation was a thing because
y'all didn't want
something that y'all wanted.
Y'all don't want us in y'all spaces.
So then when we agree
and we're thriving
and we're okay with it, now it's an issue. No, because y'all did it. Y'all the ones that started it. I don't understand. I really don't understand.
And y'all wonder why we be so fucking tired. Y'all wonder why we get on fucking camera and have these conversations, and y'all wonder why creatives, specifically black creatives,
are tired.
Why we feel the way that we feel. Like, I'm pretty sure Ryan Coogler went through super duper challenges when it came to this movie, because go research the deal that Ryan Coogler has with Warner Brothers. Like, go research that deal. This is a deal that has not happened for a black person. I was really think
because Tarantino apparently,
Quentin Tarantino, and there's like 2 other directors that have the actual rights to their movies
after a certain
amount of time. But how many people are getting paid this week? You see what I'm saying? Like, Ryan Coogler is able to gross profit from this weekend's debut. Not a lot of movies get to do that. They have to recoup their money
million
after, and that's as of right now
on a 90 million or 100.
It was $91.6 million.
They said it was more than that.
But he's gonna make that bread back. Like, that's the thing. If Ryan Coogler don't make his money back, that means that I didn't go to the movies, because I'm firsthand funding this shit. Like, I know for sure. Is there something I can pay into? Do he got like a something, like we could put some money on something? Like, y'all don't understand. Stay, of course, for the credits and like see what's going on. You know how they say like stay for the Easter eggs, but like, can y'all read them credits? Like, I really need y'all to read them. There were incarcerated people working on this project. He had a mental health advocate, like an actual therapist on set for people. There were so many people that were in charge of like stagehands and people who were making sure that this equipment was taken care of correctly. And everybody was able to get their flowers. Ryan Coogler put so many people on. The guy who plays Preacher Boy in this movie used to tour with her. Like, he was on tour, just a singer. He was literally in his bag doing it. And she told him, she was like, bro, I think this would be the perfect role for you. Like, you have the perfect voice. You from down south. You sing the blues so beautifully. Like, go send in your tape. He sent in his fucking tape. Ryan Coogler told it, like, that's him, Michael B. Jordan, and it was one of the person like, that's exactly who the fuck we want. And he got that call back, and you could see
his voice is so beautiful.
Man, black people are so fucking dope, and y'all make it so hard for us to just be amazing. We just want to be amazing.
I feel like
safely.
It's also because, not only because it feels like we're always being questioned and told, well, why do you do this and why are you so like black centric, but also because of the white mediocrity. Because white
Taylor Swift
creators don't gotta really do much, and they're good. They all like Charlie and her sister or whatever the fuck stole that girl dance.
Sabrina
was
Carpenter
able to do it at the NBA
and then Pony Club. That shit makes no fucking sense. She going crazy right now.
It's for the gays. It's for the gays. I haven't even listened to the song.
Mediocrity. Gay people have very high standards. It's because she's white.
Yeah, because I definitely listened to I don't know if she's a lesbian or not, but she's a black artist that makes like songs for that too.
Black queer people
and
do
it
not
sounds so good.
get the same, and that's a conversation for another day. Like,
They
I
gotta
won't go down
hide
that
it.
rabbit hole.
They have to hide it.
But the way that y'all disrespect black queer artists, whether it be in music or just in art in general, and the way that y'all crucify and vilify them for the fact that they're queer, y'all do not do that shit for white fucking artists, for white queer artists. Y'all
Sam
don't do
Smith
it.
did not go through all that.
He didn't. The most that y'all cared about was that he was getting fucked in the butt. That's all y'all gave a fuck about. But him being white had nothing to do with it.
But let Isaiah Rashad pop up sucking dick on Twitter.
It took forever for y'all to give Duran Bernard his flowers.
And still trying.
Y'all still try to do so fucking much.
It's okay because his
How did
parents
he get a
believe
tiny
in him.
desk? What the fuck do you mean? How did he get a tiny
It's
desk?
okay because his parents believe in him, and I feel like that's really the foundation of it all. His parents was just like, okay, he don't even consider himself like gay. Like he's a part of the LGBTQ, but he's like, but I'm not.
It's the fact that we have to labels be fragmented any fucking way that throws me the fuck off. Why can't I just be black? Black and
I'm
talented.
already black. When you see me, you see that I'm a black woman, and I feel like, okay, let's keep it moving then. Don't worry about all that other
We've
shit.
gotten everything out on the table. Everything that you can see physically, that I just don't get y'all. I don't. And the way that this movie is coming out and the way that people are like, I don't get it. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna get off of it, right? Because it's not just the white people, it's y'all Christians too. Y'all really pissed me off this weekend. And I'm gonna say this.
Why would you go see the fucking movie if it's called Sinners?
This my cuss out for the week. I have a real problem with y'all. I have a problem with Christians right now in general. I have a problem with Christianity being at the forefront the way that it is. I have a problem with the 2819 church. I have a problem with everything that's going on as of lately.
2819.
So there's this church called 2819 where the pastor is that bald black guy. I forgot his name.
Oh, he's real like modern.
Yeah, and it's just things that have been coming out recently. A snippet of one of his sermons came out where he said that you need to teach your children to respect authority when it comes to like police officers and shit like that.
No,
like why are you worried? Like children are being killed. Like it was a whole thing.
They're gonna be killed regardless.
My issue with y'all is the fact that just like white people, because that's really what religion is, right? It's in attributing to whiteness, because that's how they control y'all. Y'all go into spaces and places just like they do.
Yes.
Where it's written in big bold letters that y'all shouldn't be the fuck over here. To her point, the movie's called Sinners. What the fuck did you think it was going to be about? And I really feel like the only reason why y'all was uncomfortable is because a lot of y'all are fighting the same demon. You want to be a musician, you want to be a dancer, you want to be creative, you want to do all these things.
You just want to live your life peacefully,
but
and you feel like you can't because
somebody has called it secular or it's demonic or it's a thing. Y'all are so fucking brainwashed.
So quick to put the word demonic on every fucking thing.
And even if you don't put demonic on it, putting secular on so many different things right now is crazy too. When y'all have Christian trap music, y'all have Christian R&B.
Secular is their what's the word? It's
explicit.
No, it's like when they're trying to say that it's demonic, but
it's like their code word. Yeah, it's like a filter.
Like
it's what y'all throw over top of it.
Secular, blah 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 blah.
My whole thing is y'all making videos.
Everything is secular.
I had to walk out the movie theater because I felt so.
We don't give a fuck.
Let me tell you how.
If he make less money, if he make less money because y'all took y'all high mighty asses in that fucking movie called Sinners,
it's not enough for y'all to even do that. I feel like the calling that's on Ryan Coogler's life specifically wouldn't even allow for that to happen. But I'm gonna tell y'all what I know. If y'all would just mind y'all fucking business and
y'all
stay in the church house,
and everything,
then we won't have these problems. Go to church, go home. Since everything is a problem, take your ass to church on Sunday, take your ass to Bible study on Wednesday, take your ass on Good Friday, take your ass on Easter Sunday, take your ass on Palm Sunday, take your ass on the first Sunday. You can take your ass as many times as you want, but you know what? You don't have to put your ass in our business. Movies. You don't.
That's just like with the Christians and the song Anxiety by
I didn't even hear about this.
And they were just like, it just gives me a weird feeling because music has whatever in it, and I'm just like, maybe you just shouldn't listen to regular secular music then. Like, I don't understand why y'all always nitpicking. Like, I just get a really weird vibe. Yes, she's talking about anxiety, so you feel as though it was other people in it too, like, because songs have hidden meanings in it and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, so you're going to get anxiety from a song called Anxiety? But what about
gospel music in general? I've had my share of ups and downs, times where there was no one around. God came and spoke these words to me. Praise will confuse the enemy. Why do we have to bring the enemy up in general? Why do we have to do that? Ty Tribbett, come out of homosexuality, come out of lesbianism. Why do we have to bring these things up? If y'all are so perfect, if y'all are so holier than thou, right? Because this is my issue. And this is the contradiction that religion, I'm trying not to get riled up, but y'all piss me off so bad. This is the contradiction that really bothers the fuck out of me. You want to claim to have a human experience, but everything you do in your human experience is not deemed of God when God is the one who created sin. I don't get it. If God created the heaven and earth and all parties, that means that God would have created the devil, right? And I put devil in air quotes because I truly believe that we live in hell. I don't think that anything gets worse than this.
Hell is on earth for sure.
Y'all will make these statements of, and God does this and God does that. That means that God allows slavery. God allowed for that man to whoop your ass. God allowed for your bank account to go empty. And then we'll sit up here with this programming and say, oh, because God was trying to teach me a lesson and God was trying to do this. Your suffering is the main fucking issue. And it's the brainwashing that suffering has created over your life, where you feel like everything that you do is a punishment for something else. When in all actuality, bitch, that's life. Life is not perfect. Everything does not go one fucking way. That's why duality exists. So for y'all to bring y'all bald head asses in situations that have nothing to do with y'all and then want to throw a book at us, like the book ain't full of motherfuckers who sinned, like the book ain't full of people who was adulterers, like the book ain't full of motherfuckers with anxiety, like the book ain't full of robbers, thieves, all this shit. And y'all got the fucking nerve. If you stayed long enough in the movie, you would notice that Corinthians was brought up, that Psalm 23 was recited. There's so much in this movie that probably would have helped your spiritual journey, that probably would have helped you look at your relationship with God a little different. But you went in there with the negative connotation that because this movie was about sin, that's the problem within itself. The real problem is that you're full of fucking sin and you're willing to excuse it for the sake of a relationship with a God in a house, rather than the relationship within your own motherfucking body. It's not nothing the church can teach me. Sorry. I don't go to church for nothing but a message. It ain't really no like teaching in there. If anything, I'm learning the story from the Bible. I'm learning what else is happening in that situation. But when it comes to forgiveness, when it comes to learning, when it comes to growth, when it comes to any of these, you got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna go into the motherfucking church house and let a motherfucker who sinned Monday to Saturday just like me have to tell me something on Sunday. Please be so fucking for real.
Because at the end of the day, y'all are trying to use Jesus as y'all example when y'all need to use everybody else that was in there.
And then y'all keep bringing up God.
Jesus was surrounded by a whole bunch of imperfect people just trying to get through. Niggas was clapping niggas for him and everything. And you want to be focused on the one perfect being
who wasn't perfect. If anything, Jesus was really the fucking problem, because what do you mean a voice in the sky told you that you was going to be crucified on a Sunday and wake up 3 days later? What the fuck are you saying? The same voice that nobody else could hear. Moses had to hear it when the bush happened. Jesus heard it every once in a while. David was just praying, hoping that something would happen. Like, what? And then y'all got the fucking, y'all be taking bus trips to the movie theaters. Y'all piss me off so bad. So fucking bad. And every time I see somebody denounce religion, I'm just like, yeah, girl, do that. Walk away from that. Because that's really, that's where the real problem is. I'm gonna tell y'all, like, the real issue is not spirituality. The problem is religion. And the sooner we separate ourselves from the idea of Christianity, the better this country will be. But that's, again, another conversation for another day. Y'all are really some of the saddest fucking people out here.
I just feel like if y'all are so gung-ho on using the Bible, find some other examples. Like, find all the other examples, like Ruth or somebody. Like, she was out here doing her shit.
And even
she
then,
popped that puss.
But y'all don't talk about that part. Y'all just talk about how God came through and saved everybody. The same God who knocked up an underage woman and made another nigga take care of his baby. Are we talking about the same God here? Are we talking about the same God? And then y'all be like, well, that's not what the Bible says. No, that's exactly what the Bible says.
It said it right there.
That's exactly what the Bible says.
It doesn't say the word immaculate conception. It said that she got...
And then why she had to give birth in a manger? Like, again, if God is all knowing and God has all, I got so many questions.
I would have put my bitch up on a fucking, she would have had everything. Why my bitch got to go through all this to have my baby?
Only to have my baby. And then I'm going to smoke him 33 years later. After he goes through.
And y'all lost the baby.
After he goes through the child. All of this shit. After he has to deal with the woman with the issue of blood. After he got to deal with the motherfucker who blind. After he got to deal with David and this motherfucking giant. Solomon after he got his motherfucking hair cut off. After all this shit happened. After Cain killed Abel. Like, it's just so
was even on the earth.
Much. And then had the nerve to kill him, and motherfuckers still decided to sin.
And in all honesty, Jesus was really like, you sure about this?
He
so
questioned
even
him. So what the fuck is you asking me why I'm questioning God for? I'm gonna question God every time I gotta make a motherfucking decision because I'm not sure.
And it says that you should.
I'm not sure.
It's not blasphemous when you ask a question.
No, the blasphemy comes when y'all keep putting God's name in this shit about why you keep separating yourself from shit. I just couldn't sit in the movie because God it just awoke in my spirit.
I think it's blasphemous.
No, the reason why you was uncomfortable is because you feel like Preacher Boy. That's why you uncomfortable, because the only reason why you go to church is because your grandmama made you go to church.
You wish that you could follow your cousins, the smokestack twins.
You wish that you had two twins who was willing to literally put their life on the line for a world of freedom. You wish that you had somebody telling you that there is a word. That motherfucker said in the movie, he said, before the sun went down, I had the best day of my life, and for a few hours I truly felt free. When I sat in that movie theater, I promise you, for them 2 hours, for a second, I shit you not, I truly felt free. And that might sound crazy to some people, but when you are a creative and you are watching somebody black do something that they said that they were going to do, how can you not be inspired by that? Christian or not?
That kind of made me appreciate every moment.
Every fucking moment of my life.
Creativity. Like, just what you saying that, I'm just like, I do truly feel free when I'm able to come into this space. I do truly feel free when I'm able to hang out with my friends and smoke and do whatever the fuck I need to do. Even and go out and
by religion standard, is it temptation? Yes, but I would rather be tempted with this life than to be tempted with this life and then decide to do what somebody else tells me to do based on conditioning. What joys come from the church? Church don't pay my bills. Church don't help me raise my kids. Church don't help my marriage. Church don't do none of that.
They don't even help you bury your...
Church don't even let you bury your people for free. Church don't even teach you to be creative. You gotta literally come in there and prove yourself worthy enough to get behind that piano. But if you don't look the part, if you don't look the part, you might not get the part. Insane. But the purpose be on him. The purpose be on the gay man to lead the choir, but because he gay, y'all don't fuck with him. That's my problem with y'all.
Or you tell him don't
do that gay shit up in here.
Nigga, we know he's gay.
Oh, baby, you can't wear that pink pastel suit. You can't wear that on Sunday unless it's Easter Sunday. You got to come in here with a black or blue one. Y'all full of shit. Y'all really are. Y'all full of shit. Don't take y'all ass to the motherfucking movie theaters to see a motherfucking thing. Because to be quite honest, we don't want your motherfucking money. Take it somewhere else. Go find a bitch who braid hair with the Bible playing in the background. Go do that. I don't want to see you at another happy hour since you so fucking gung-ho about what really feel like sin. It wasn't sin when you was going to pop that puss for that nigga you met at Bible study on Tuesday. That didn't feel like sin. That didn't feel like temptation. You was good with that. But sitting in the motherfucking movie theater for 2 hours made you uncomfortable. Bitch, please. Be so fucking for real. How about that?
That's the cuss out of the week.
Eat this ass. How about that?
All you Christians that decided to go see Sinners, something called Sinners, and then walk out in the middle of the fucking movie theater. I hope that you felt embarrassed if you tried to go get a refund and they said, fuck no, you literally sat through half of the fucking movie.
It was something about my spirit. Well,
and I'm finna go see the whole thing again for your ass. It's okay.
What's next?
I'm gonna go see it 3 more times. This man is gonna make $100 off of me.
No, real shit. I really feel like every Sunday going forward,
I have to go see
I'm gonna go see that movie.
That's my church.
Real
the movie
shit.
Theater and Sinners is my church for the next month.
Until I get all of it out, and I'm gonna keep going until I feel like I don't want to see it no more. I truly feel like if the funds are in my bank account and the transportation
will be in my bank account,
the transportation is available.
Transportation will be available so that I can.
And I'm gonna keep posting about it, and I'm gonna keep talking about it, and I'm gonna keep promoting Ron Coogler.
We are never gonna let
Michael
this
B.
die.
Jordan, even though he be fucking them white women. Michael B. Jordan, and you know what? Hold on, one more time. I just got to put this out there. I just want to say that Michael B. Jordan as a twin. Yeah. Cause see, yeah. Yup. Choo choo. Choo choo. Eat that up. Both of them. Eat that up. Eat that up. I know for sure that I would have been a Jezebel back in the day if the men's looked like that. Yeah, that civil rights dick probably went crazy. That shit probably went crazy. That smokestack twin dick.
Did the hippie era happen right after like?
No, that was the 60s.
That's what I'm saying. Like the civil
era,
and
the
then
civil rights era and the hippies were one and the same. They were happening at the same time.
Oh shit!
It's just that more white people were hippies, so their liberation was coming through
showers and shit.
Yeah, their liberation came through like peace on earth. Meanwhile, we was like bus boycotting and shit.
It was still peaceful.
Yeah, we was trying to be peaceful.
It wasn't peaceful to the right people because people are just like, why the fuck are you doing this? Because you
wonder
keep making
about
me
that.
sit in the back of the fucking bus and I'm trying to get off this shit. Now black people sit in the back of the bus all the fucking time. But it's like because I want to.
Yeah.
You can't just tell me to sit back there and it's all these seats. You see it's packed back here and you got these 3 rows in between the both of us and I can't kiss my ass.
Literally.
Take this motherfucking bus. And then y'all wasn't even really trying to give black people bus driver jobs.
They still don't to this day.
I mean,
even though we be whipping them, the MTA full of niggas. The MTA is full of the niggas.
Full of niggas that don't know how to fucking drive. I swear, if one of y'all, I'm waiting for the day. I feel like my car just going, but them niggas really can't drive. And I swear, like,
they can't drive a car either. Can't drive a car, can't drive a bus, can't drive the little MTA meet. They can't do none of that.
The little mobility shits, y'all definitely can't drive that, and that's smaller. Like
they also can't go over a certain speed limit. I learned that the other day.
I'm not even worried about that. I'm talking about like the fact that majority of people from Baltimore, Maryland, DC, Virginia don't know how to use blinkers, and I'm just
I don't even think y'all know that they come with the car.
Even in the MTA vehicle, like it's not your vehicle, you should be using your blinker, but no, you want to whip in front of my small ass car. If you hit my shit.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to sue the shit out y'all.
I'm going to sue the shit out you. I hope you lose your job.
I'm going to get me a check.
And if you try to play with me, I'm going to fight you.
Because period.
With my fucked up whatever. Because I know I'm going to be fucked up because it's a fucking bus.
Because literally.
Anyway,
I'm fucking with it.
Do you have anything else to talk about? Sinners was really good though. And I'm going to go keep fucking seeing it.
Yeah. And I highly recommend that you go see it.
If you are creative, if you are an aspiring filmmaker, actor,
in media
vocalist,
in general,
media, or anything like that,
or if you're second guessing your passion,
because it's a story for that too. It is a.
If you second guessing, why am I doing this? What is this for? People are telling me that this is not right because there's been a calling on like the legacy of my family. The legacy of your family might not have shit to do with you. It really might not. Just because your granddaddy did it and your daddy did it don't mean that you got to do it.
If you have this twinge in your heart every time you go to do something totally different from what everybody else around you is doing or what everybody else says that you should do, keep doing that shit. Because for shit sure, I am dealing with that right now too. I went to school for tech. I wanted to go to school for nursing before. Going into tech was totally different. It was a pivot. My mom was just like, yeah, I see that. My dad was just like, so you're not doing nursing no more? No. Okay.
I don't know what the fuck my family wanted from me. I don't give a shit.
I wanted to be an OBGYN.
At one point, I didn't want to be that. I think my family always knew that I was gung-ho to be something else because I never fully like sat with anything long enough. Like I wanted to be a doctor at one point. I went to college for nursing, but like I was like probably 6 weeks into my nursing before I was like,
just like absolutely the fuck not, yeah.
And then I didn't choose a major after that, and then I dropped out. And now when I finally did graduate from college, like 2 years ago now, it was for business
and cannabis.
And you couldn't tell me as a kid that I would have ever done anything drug related, anything regarding marijuana.
I signed the DARE contract.
Not only did I sign a DARE contract, I remember when like I used to smell weed and I would really turn my face up to that shit. Like,
let me tell you how in high school when niggas would have blacking mouths like outside my sister's apartment and shit, I'd be like,
dirty ass nigga. Like
now I'm just like,
I'm like, give me some more, I'ma tell. Give me some.
Give me some of that shit.
This was a random thought that I was having the other day, and then we can get into the recommendations. Okay. King Von is somebody's ancestor. That shit threw me for a loop when I really thought about it.
YN's ancestor.
He's really like
he's all the
because he has children. Oh, if his children wanted to make like an ofrenda or if they wanted to make an altar, they would put King Von. Imagine somebody fuck over King Von baby and King Von baby is a hoodoo priestess.
I want somebody to do that. Make sure that them babies are protected. Make sure them babies are into spirituality right the fuck now. Make sure that they know King Von, they can venerate their daddy.
If somebody calls on the spirit of King Von, I really pray for
that's
that
just
motherfucker.
Like I feel like that's as bad as calling on Papa Legba for real.
Or like Nat Turner. Imagine you Nat Turner's like great nephew. And the
yes,
motherfucker do you dirty?
Yes, you can do that.
Nigga, what?
And yes, you can call on his spirit.
You
even
really
though
could.
they tried to eat his body. His spirit and body are two separate things.
You really can call
I
on
want to call
Nat
on
Turner.
his ass sometimes. I feel like I got a little bit of him in me for real. When I be turning the fuck up, I be like,
you could really call on your ancestor, like your granddaddy.
I know.
You really could call on your granddaddy.
From time to time.
No, you need to do it more often.
I do need to do it more often. I feel like he would turn the fuck up over me.
And what I'm talking about, that shit might flip over. Like like real shit.
With that gold tooth in his picture, yeah.
Oh my
he
God.
would definitely.
Not to get back on the movie, but like that motherfucker, them.
I want fronts so bad.
Yeah.
I already got my my shoulder tattoo scheduled. I gotta get that next.
I can see fronts coming back because of this movie. Like fronts have always been
They
like
were
a thing.
slowly coming back,
But I feel like now with like the way that fronts are getting real creative and shit. And I do see a lot more people, like especially like the Comic-Con group. Yes. I can see them getting fangs. Yeah, I could really see a lot of like the black creatives who really get in a bag about this movie. I can see a lot of y'all walking around with the gold fangs. I really can see y'all really fucking that shit up.
The
this
little
summer. And if y'all get the white gold ones, let that shit go crazy. Put a little stone in it. I'm fucking with it.
TikTok thing. The TikTok trend.
I got 21 bullets
inside
of this clip and I'm ready to
everybody was fine.
Yeah.
I don't care how like unattractive I was to you before. Yeah. Once you showed them teeth, I said, yep.
I was like, pop, 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 period.
Now I gotta get some.
Yeah.
The trend gonna be over with for real. But
it don't even fucking matter. Cause you ain't doing it for a trend. No. Like that's really like your shit for real.
I want open face.
Yeah, like an expression. I think that's a creative expression. Fronts are creative expression. Same way like people get their hair done.
When I go do my videography and I show up with my fucking fronts and shit, bitch.
That's like a part of
with
your
my
uniform.
hair back and whatever the fuck I'm wearing.
That's like your uniform for real.
Hell yeah. I need a uniform. I keep saying that I'm going to these events dressed comfortably, dressed like how I want to be dressed, but like it's not enough. I need more accessories.
I was telling you the other day about like wanting to be the director of aesthetics in a lot of ways. I personally feel like
I think that's what you should do.
I want to get to the point where I really help my friends specifically develop like key things.
Yes.
Because I am the type of person where
eye for it before.
Oh yeah. Even when I was in college, they talk about like leaving a reputation.
Yes.
And so like in business in general, like your business should have a certain reputation, like something that is not just like what you're well known for, but it's repetitive in everything that you do. And so I think about like with the real BB Judy, I use her a lot of the time as a really great example because the thing that is consistent about her is like there's always rainbow colors.
Yes.
Like you know that when you see rainbow colors and you see that big old butt, like that's the real BB Judy,
pink metallic,
you know, kaleidoscope. Yeah. That's what you see. And so I really want to get my friends into the habit of having something that's signature for them. So like specifically for everybody, like a signature uniform when it comes to Shesoteric, like it's a uniform, but we got that shit on.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Because I want when we walk into a room, there's no differentiation between us. You know that we together.
Yeah.
Like that's just the thing. Like, and we don't have to be dressed specifically to the nine together, but whether it's like all black,
I feel like it was that all black, black and white,
all black with like the way that it fits, right? So it's not all black and like flowy. Maybe it's all black and tight to the body, or it is all black and flowy, but like it's a off the shoulder. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a thing.
There will always be a little sex appeal to it,
and it should be. I feel like black people, we do everything sexily because we don't have no choice but to. Black people just look so fucking good. So fucking good. So good. We're gonna get into these recommendations because we've been talking your head off. There's this song out called Right Now by Trey Da Vinci featuring Genesis the God. Girl, the song start, and the problem is that I like things that's like when it has like a beat where it's like ba da da ba 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 da da ba ba, like where it's like a certain beats
that I like too.
That motherfucker said you could block my number, you could block my IG, you can't unsuck this dick. That shit, the minute it came on, I swear to God, I was in the car like I was on my way to the gym. And then Genesis the God hop in and she said, you could block my number, you could block this IG, you can't uneat this ass. Period.
I like it.
Period.
That reminds me of
that's the only reason why this went on the recommendations list is because that's how hard it goes.
Who sings that song with it's not Sexy Red, it's Glorilla, when he's like they did not stop making bad bitches when they made you.
Oh yeah,
that's how I feel about that song.
Yeah,
I be in there like
that's a bad bitch for you. Yeah, yeah, that's on her album. Yeah, that shit go crazy. donkey kicks in the gym. I'm gonna start giving you guys recommendations for things that are working with my big body. I found out recently that the reason why a lot of big people, I like to call y'all big hoes, right? The reason why a lot of big hoes don't go to the gym is because y'all don't know what to do when y'all get in the gym. And I understand that. And maybe you don't have the money for a trainer. Maybe you don't know what to do. I'm gonna recommend what I did, and then maybe go talk to a nutritionist or something like that. But when I first decided that I was going to go on a fitness journey, I did a lot of research through social media, specifically through people who had been doing workouts for at minimum 2 years. So I would scroll all the way down their feed.
Yes.
Like I would have time, and I need to see your body transitioning throughout this time to see whether or not this is beneficial for me to follow you. And I specifically
follow a couple people like that.
Yeah, I specifically tried to follow people who have apron bellies. I specifically tried to follow people who are like shaped like me.
The ones that have not taken semaglutide.
I mean, even if they did, because a lot of them was also hiding that for a while, and then they, make a post 6 weeks after they lost weight. I do follow a couple people who I didn't even know were on Ozempic and Wegovy and shit until they recently made a post about them giving themselves their weekly shot.
I start unfollowing them because I'm just like, that is a major part as to why you're losing weight. I'm not taking that.
Yeah, but I like to follow those people.
Shoot myself up. It's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
it's only wrong when your ass is sitting up on fucking Instagram or TikTok talking about some, damn, I wish I was still overweight so I could keep taking this shit. You weird bitch.
Yeah, that's kind of concerning.
Because you don't want to do the work.
What do you mean?
It's not going to stick. You know you have to stop taking that shit after a while, right?
Because and you also have to work out. You have to work out. If you can eat your way to a smaller body, but you can't eat your way into being stronger. You have to work your muscles out. I'm a big bitch, but I'm a strong bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're 450 pounds. Are you strong? Like,
there are some big people that are like strong as fuck. Like there's muscle underneath the
Once
fat.
this core lock in, I promise you,
girl,
I might join one of them like competitions or something, like real shit. Like just to see if I can do it. Just to see if I can do it.
Should. I follow 2 ladies that do that, and they're like stockier builds and everything, and they be getting that shit.
I really just want to stop jiggling. Like I
want to keep jiggling.
I tell people all the time, like I don't want to lose weight. I want to build muscle. I'm so okay with being the size that I am.
So you don't need a cut. You need a...
No, I want to... I need to cut because I want the pain off my joints.
Yes.
However, because like my back really hurts because of my ass. Like I just need to have a sustainable body to hold all this mass. Yes. That's all I care about. So the recommendation is 1, follow those people, but 2, donkey kicks. If you're trying to build an ass and you are trying to prevent your hips from like losing a little bit of hip that you probably have, donkey kicks and a hydrant kick. So donkey kicks are when you're like you're on your hands and knees and you kick your leg back this way, where a hydrant is when you kick your arm, like your leg out this way
on a fire hydrant.
And what it does is it shapes this inner part of your thigh, right? So this stop jiggling, right? But it also helps for you to build muscle in your ass area, like your glutes. It will change your fucking life if you do like 40 of them hoes. 40
and
of them
it helps
and you straight.
With the shelf a little bit too.
Yeah.
If you have dumbbells, do RDLs.
Oh,
and
that's perfect.
You need to hinge at the hips.
Yep.
Do not be trying to squat with it. You need to just hinge your body.
Yeah.
I've learned
that if you're trying to build, because a lot of people be trying to build booty, and I'm gonna be real with y'all.
You have to eat more protein.
You can target that area, but it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, no.
There's no guarantee. Your body is going to recomp how it recomps. You can't control that. You can kind of gear it.
If you have a little bit of good genetics, it might form better.
Yeah.
There are people that was just like, no, I was bad built, and then I got my ass, and I'm just like, okay, cool, I'm gonna follow you. My family had, my mom and my sister specifically have ass, and I'm just like, why don't I have that? I feel like it mainly attributes from them having kids. They got the childbearing hips and shit like that.
That could have been a thing.
I got PCOS. Ain't no children coming out of here unless I really want them to.
It could also be a hormonal thing. A certain amount of estrogen and progesterone can also make your body, look a certain type of way. Yeah. The other thing is, it's called a backwards crunch. So instead of you bringing your body to like, instead of you bringing your core to your knees, bring your knees to your core. So instead of you doing this, You're bringing your knee up.
Yeah.
That should have changed your motherfucking life. You want this belly gone?
It should help with the bottom.
Baby, I will do like 50 of them in the gym. When I start to get that cramp and I feel like I'm fucking dying, that's when I have to sit up. But I'm going to bust out them hoes every time I go to the gym now. Don't be afraid of your core when you're losing weight. I know that.
Do around the worlds with a dumbbell.
All that. Focus on your body holistically, like from
full
top to
body
bottom,
workout.
literally. Cardio, some people say like you don't need cardio. I'm not a nutritionist.
They say do it after.
Yeah, nor am I a trainer. But I'll say this, I don't know how people are getting away with not doing cardio. Specifically, not even because it's like good for your heart, but your lungs.
Yeah.
Like being able to
you build stamina with more
it really
cardio.
does help, man. I could walk up more flights of steps without being fucking winded. I could walk up a hill without having to take a break in the middle.
But like I don't have to take a break.
When we on hikes, we never really stop anymore. We bust that whole hole out, and there'll be no little hikes no more.
No.
Them hoes be 3-4 miles. We be in the woods, okay? We be in that hole. So
with
this,
Bambi and all them.
You feel me? We not no little big hoes, okay? Like we really doing this shit.
Yes.
Like consistently, and consistency is going to be the thing. I feel like that's the one thing that people don't tell you about working out. They try to make it seem like, oh, if you do it for a year, if you do it for 2 years, you'll be fine. This is a lifelong journey. I don't feel like I'm ever going to stop working out now.
That whole 21 days builds a habit.
Yeah,
is out of the window when it comes to fitness. You have to want to keep doing it. And fuck motivation, fuck going on. Discipline, like that shit gonna make you feel really bad, because a lot of people are just like, you wanted a good body by the summer, you should have started last year. Exactly. Yeah. And that's the problem. And to be honest, that's not gonna help everybody. It didn't really help me when I was like, you know what? That is exactly right. But that's why I'm working out now, because I said I'd be damned if it's next year, it's around that time and I'm still the same size. Yeah. Or I'm still mainly if I'm still winded when I'm walking up the fucking stairs. Like, I'm about to be pissed the fuck off. I done told myself tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, or like whatever for like 3 years.
Do it today. When people say that maybe whole like,
because I'm turning 30.
Do it tomorrow.
Discipline is a little bit better.
You know, I'll do it the next day, whatever the case may be.
You not.
No, do it right now.
But you're not going
like
to do
honest to God, when you have the energy to do something, I do it at work all the time. If I'm like I need to go to the gym, I need to go to the gym, I will wait maybe like an hour, specifically because usually it comes at like 11:30 in the morning. I'll wait an hour and then take my ass to the gym on my lunch break. Like I'm not
taking walks. I have taken walks around the school.
I'm not fucking playing about this body no more. And it's not even because I'm big or any. The food ain't healthy. The air ain't healthy. Nothing's healthy anymore. Nothing. Like you can't. The milk make the men grow titties. You feel me? They say the chicken is fucking up our hormones. Like nothing is safe anymore. At minimum, I should be able to move my body to circulate whatever the fuck is going on throughout it and be able to filter this stuff out. When you work out, what they don't tell you, I'm gonna tell you 3 benefits and then I'm gonna stop acting like I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Not even just like losing weight per se, but the way that it affects your mental health when you work out is not something that people talk about enough. It literally releases happy hormones in your brain. You will feel like you're on top of the world after you work out.
So fucking good.
If you going through something,
why my week was fucked up, because I'm like, damn,
depression, sadness, anxiety, you'll go work out in the gym or go for a walk. Like you don't even have to go to the gym. Going for a walk for like 15 minutes, you will have a clearer head. You will have a clearer head. The second thing that nobody tells you about, food tastes better. When you start working out and going to the gym, your palate changes. So food, like
you don't even
McDonald's
want the
and shit, that shit don't even taste good no more. It really makes you want to eat like whole foods because your body has been moving. You go put
weed
like
also does that for me too, though.
Yeah, no, for real.
I can't eat certain shit after I smoke. I need like a smoothie bowl.
Yeah.
Something real.
But
like,
that's because you're working your body out. Your body like, I don't, bitch, if you don't give me a berry or something, like, please don't give me no french fry. Please don't give me a fry right now.
Even with me like struggling to eat them eggs, I would have to give myself a little bit of time because it was too early for me to be eating 3 fucking boiled eggs. But after 7 o'clock, my body was like, all right, we need something sustainable. Yeah. And I would eat them eggs and they would be like, okay.
The third thing working out does is it teaches you discipline. Your body is the only body you get. And so imagine if the bitch just conk out at the end of the day. Like, you lose everything. Your body start to shut down on you. Your lungs ain't working. Your kidneys ain't functioning correctly. And people will say like, oh, it's because of weight. It's because of weight. There are people who are smaller who go through the same things. And a lot of it is attributed to the fact that people just don't move their body enough. They don't go to yoga. They don't go for walks. They don't go look at because most people hold their phone in their hand or they put it in their pocket. Go to the health app on your phone and see how many steps you've taken today. I bet you haven't even touched like 1,000 steps. I remember one day that shit said I took 700 steps. That shit threw me for a fuck. I ain't moved. What? I ain't done shit all day.
I hate when I come from work and it's only 5,000. I'd be like, I should have got my 10,000 in by now.
Because it's really like, am I not moving? But a lot of the time, I will put my phone down and it can't track things of that nature.
That's why I got my watch now, because I'm just like, all right, now there's really no excuse.
I'm about to get a speedometer or a pedometer and put it on my ankle.
Get a Fitbit.
Because fuck my arm. Me swinging my arm is, put that bitch on the thing that's moving. You feel me?
Get a Fitbit.
Well, I'm about to get a toe ring and put it on my toe. Like something serious. Like
the Aura ring?
Yeah,
you can get that on your FSA.
I can. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not
they
playing.
They said that works better for people that aren't big on the...
I'd hate stuff on my wrist because I got little ass wrists too. That's fair. I just want more people to take care of their body, bro. That's what, like, really go to the gym, do some donkey kicks, work that core out. Like, get that shit together, ho. Don't die. Please don't die because you ain't move your body.
We want y'all to live like healthy lives.
Yeah.
And not just because we understand the
importance of a healthy life.
Our ways, I guess. I don't fucking know. Just do better by your body.
Yeah.
This the only body you got.
That's it. Do you only get this one? Imagine you only got one car. You can't go to the dealership, buy another one. You can't put it in the shop.
The way I be going through cars every 3 years.
When that shit get totaled. Imagine they total your body. Fuck is you gonna do?
They do be totaling their bodies and they be in the fucking ground. So if you are able to see this and watch this and hear this,
get your big ass up. No,
no, get your big ass up. It's like, no, that's not how I'm motivated either. No, for real, get up though.
That'd be my
While
motivation.
you watching us, do some squats right now.
You sitting in your house on the couch, wanting to work your booty out,
wondering why you're breathing hard when you walking up the stairs.
Wondering why after you smoke weed, you still wheezing. It's because you didn't get your big ass up.
As much as we smoked yesterday, I didn't wheeze at all.
No.
My lungs are finally where they supposed to be. And I be drinking Mullen.
Yeah, but you be on that stair stepper.
I do be on that stair stepper. I need to get back to it because I got back on that after not doing cardio.
Girl, that's all it takes.
2 weeks, and my body was like, "Bitch, what is this?" I used to be able to do 30 minutes on level 3. I was fucked up at 15 minutes on level 2. I was like, you know what? Because I should be doing level 5.
You get on the Stairmaster, 15 minutes. You start sweating. Man, it start coming out your head,
that's
your
how
shoulders,
I used to feel on the elliptical.
Man. Oh, I don't get on that. I can't feel my inner thigh after getting on an elliptical. Because after a while, you do zone out. Like, you get in the zone. If you could get through, like, I think they said, like, 8 minutes or something like that on any machine, you can start to zone out. Once I zone out on the machine, it get dangerous. It get real dangerous.
I be up in the speed and shit.
And then I fucking blank out. And when I come back to, I've been on that bitch for 45 minutes and now I can't walk.
And that's why I need my pre-workout joint.
But that burn feels so good, man.
It do. The burn from the workout in general makes me like, I used to call myself a little masochist when it came to like, because I be like, I like when I can't sit down.
Yes, or when my shoulders be burning. I'm like, yo, that workout yesterday went crazy.
When
and then I be going back to the gym and I be like, I almost want to caress the weight like I missed you. Where you been all day?
I be flexing in the mirror. I be like, I know I don't see as much as I.
Don't let me hit a mirror. Don't let me walk past a mirror from the side. This shit look like a horse.
I have not checked my back out yet, and I know
I'm scared.
I'm about to.
My back do not look like how I want it to look. Every now and then I do check it, but
I see a little bit of
a little definition. Like, yeah, and don't discount that too. Those non-scale victories. Please make sure that
those are the most important.
Yeah, fuck that scale.
I'm only weighing myself once a month. Yeah, I did lose 2 pounds, but I knew it was because I wasn't eating like I really needed to up my protein, or I would have been doing better. But yeah, like I was still down 2 pounds. I didn't think I lost anything. Yeah. So yeah.
And if y'all have tips on how to get y'all protein in outside of like eating chicken and shit and drinking protein shakes, can y'all please let us know? Like, I need your most heinous tip on how to get protein in. Like, hide it in my food.
You need to do that trend on TikTok.
Yes. Because I'm gonna post that today. I need to figure out, how the fuck do y'all be getting in? One guy said,
eat beans and rice all fucking day,
this
but
man
that's not gonna
he gets in
work.
210 grams of protein a day.
They do say get your body weight in grams.
He gets in 210 grams of protein.
I could probably get in 100. I'd be full off them 3 eggs.
It'd be like 70 grams in his breakfast. And I'm like, I can't get past like 32.
A couple of times I've gotten 40. That's for breakfast.
The highest I probably got is like 32 grams.
That's probably when I lost the most weight. Because I did get down like 5 pounds in 1 month.
Yeah. I just need the stuff that has a lot of protein in it that I can season. Quick. Like if I can make it taste how I want it to taste, I'm cool with that. Like people say tofu, soybeans, and things of that nature. My body is just super sensitive. So maybe I should put that disclaimer too. I cannot do soy. So edamame, shit like that, although it's really great protein, my kidneys do not like soy. I don't know what it is. It's since I was a baby.
Need to talk to a
nutritionist or something, because
dietitian,
certain shit just don't fly with me. I can't do red meat. That shit tastes disgusting. I tried to bite a piece of red meat the other day, and I literally, you remember on the episode where Squidward tried a Krabby Patty for the first time, how little his teeth was? That's how I bit that shit, and I still felt like I wanted to throw the fuck up. Disgusting.
I haven't been eating that much red meat as of late. Like I did have that I had chicken on that actually. That bulgogi, not bulgogi, because the bulgogi is beef. Yeah. But that
the banh mi or whatever it was.
Yeah, I had chicken on that instead of beef. Yeah, I don't eat as much red meat as I used to.
It's not good for your heart or cholesterol, but it's great for iron. It is really great for protein. So of course,
my cholesterol is kind of high too,
in like moderation.
But that's because of seafood.
And that too,
which is like, what the fuck, bro? I can't do shit.
Send the motherfucking recipes,
and then if I'm
please.
eating beans and legumes all the fucking time, now I got gas.
And I'm shitting.
Ain't nobody trying to. I got my own office now. I will be farting in that bitch, but like, who wants to do all that?
I would love to know like what plate of food. If someone could recommend a meal that has about 52 grams of protein in it, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because I could do 150 grams a day and not feel like I'm fucking dying. Please
because that's
DM
3
me.
Meals of 50.
Especially if you are like somebody who preps meals, if you've done anything with like bariatric anything, please let me know, because my doctor also bought something up to me and now I am really sitting on it. She was like, a lot of my shit has to do with like insulin issues and things of that nature based on my hormones. So after I talked to this endocrinologist, I have to go back and talk to her, because she said, have you thought about a revision? I said, no, I didn't. Never came across my motherfucking mind. She said, but honey, if your hormones are like,
about it every now and then.
Yeah, but she's like, if it's seemingly impossible, like and the best way to do it is to kind of like cut things down, go for it. But I just hate the way people look after bariatric surgery. They be looking like they be on that stuff. And so I just don't want to look like I'm on that stuff. They neck get real little when they got that bobblehead, and I'm scared.
That's what people that are on the GLPs look like.
Yeah, they look sick. I don't want to look like I'm on that stuff.
I look like that when I was on phentermine. When my doctor had me on that, my head looked big as fuck. My mom was even like, you need to stop losing weight. And at first I was just like, don't tell me what to do. But as I looked at my body, like I was working out at the same time. So it wasn't like I'm really thinning out or whatever, but I did see myself and I was like, I do look a little sickly, like, and not in a good way, like not in the oh shit you snatched. It was like are you okay? But I was also depressed at the time, so
yeah, that can also do it. It's
going
a lot
to the gym
on.
and not eating is kind of crazy, but I was doing it sometimes.
I do it all the time, and that's my fucking problem. But that's why I'm big. My doctor said
fasted workout.
My doctor said that's literally my fucking problem. Is my bigness is that I don't eat enough, so my body just be holding on to all the shit. I can't win for fucking losing. Why the fuck would my body do that? I can't win for losing.
Leave it.
But everybody body the same. Y'all know some shit. Friend, what book is you reading, Miss Gary?
The book that I'm reading, The Outsider Advantage. If you have what's her name? Sierra Rogers.
Okay.
The woman that owns Babes. The clothing line shop Babes. Yeah, she talks about her journey through business owning. So
she got a book.
It's called The Outsider Advantage, and I'm really liking it so far. It really, like, she's been through some shit, so I'm just like, of course I can't relate all the way, but I can get like the introvertedness and changing who you are because you don't really understand your own identity and things like that, and like being okay with using people in your community but like in an ethical way. Like she talks about all that, so I'm like, hell yeah,
I should read that.
I'm really fucking with you. Should it's a really good read. Her voice is so cute, but if you don't do audiobooks, it is in paper copy too.
Absolutely. We're going to put the link in the bio, the Amazon link, until we can find like a black-owned bookstore that we can collaborate with where they have like audiobooks and stuff to sell. We're going to continue to work with Amazon because we do have an affiliate link with them. And so the link will be in the bio so that y'all can also help us to raise money in numerous of ways while also supporting a black author. Yes. Get that shit. My last recommendation is a strain of marijuana. The mimosa strain. I love a good mimosa strain, and mimosa and any plant that is like crossbred with mimosas, any mimosa strain. So like some of my favorites are Sunday Drive, just mimosa in general. And then there's one other one. Oh my God, what is the name of it? It's a runts. I'll find the name and then I'll like post it or something like that. But it's one of the ones where most of the flower grows on like the lower part of the plant, and then the leaves are a little bit bigger, so they are like little baby runts. Like they're very small, but they're very terpene rich. And the strain mimosa goes crazy in general because it's usually packed with like caraphenone and limonene, which are just really good for like a head high, really helps with creativity. There's not a lot of like myrcene or linalool in it, so you don't crash. With a lot of hybrids, you're probably up for about 4 hours and then you feel yourself start to come on a decline. And unless you're going to smoke again to get yourself back up or like get some caffeine in you like ready to get into bed. What I've learned about like Sunday Drive and the other mimosa strains or crossbred strains is just that you don't get that same I'm about to go to sleep feeling. You get that really joyous high of like I could create some shit right now, and then when it comes down from it, you almost kind of feel like, damn, I could smoke again. Like, you know, I could do that again. It's not one of those like crazy highs. Yeah, it feels really good. I fuck with mimosa strains.
If you are in the Baltimore area, Urban
Reeds?
Yes, Urban Reeds is black owned.
Yeah.
So
Urban Reeds is also having a huge issue with people threatening their store. And so they actually have members of the community that are acting as security for the store, specifically when you know who's in office.
You want our black asses to read. Actually, you don't want
I was going to say, they actually don't want us to read.
But you want us to be out the way, and we try to do something useful with our fucking time, and now you have a problem with it. Yeah. But you don't want my black ass coming in your fucking bookstore. Like, what the fuck?
And it's not a bad bookstore either. Like, y'all act like... It's because I believe that she's also still selling books that they've banned.
Yes, they
so
do,
it's
like,
a huge
banned
issue.
books sold here.
Yeah.
As it should be. Don't you... First of all, you can only ban books for children. You can't ban... my grown ass from reading
and
shit.
Even then you really can't, because if I could get my hands on it, my baby gonna read it. And my baby love to read. My baby love a good chapter book. My baby own it.
And they really be banning certain books, not even the books that like what is it, serial killers read before before they did whatever they did. It's just other books that talk about like, I guess like LGBTQ issues and stuff like that. And it's just like, but if you're a parent that's actually paying attention to your child,
girl, they banning books about body parts. They banning books about genitals,
understand
periods.
That okay, my child shouldn't be reading this at this age. They can read it at this age.
My whole thing is, how the fuck are you gonna tell me what my kid
I'm talking
is
about
gonna
like
read?
Fiction books and stuff.
Even how the fuck is you gonna tell me what to tell my baby to read? I don't understand that. It's my fucking kid. How the fuck? And this is somebody who is a parent. You cannot keep trying. First of all, you can't do shit in my household specifically, but in anybody's household, who the fuck are you to tell me what my baby can and cannot read?
I'm saying as far as like age ranges.
It don't matter.
There are certain things that I'm just like,
I don't
that
care,
baby should not be reading.
My whole thing is this: why does your child have access to that? That's my biggest thing, right? But you can't.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you can't exit. But what parent is doing that?
That's what I'm saying. Parents need to be paying attention to what they're...
No, to be quite honest with you, literacy is one of those things where parents specifically probably have the most say because it's sitting around the house. You see what I'm saying? No kid, most children, and only because my family is really big on like being able to read, like they don't play that shit. Too. My family's going to take you to Barnes and Noble. Yeah, my parents going to take you to these things. So 100% they know what the fuck you reading. Most kids don't even go to the fucking library. 99% of the population currently does not have a library card. And I really think that that's like the true statistic. It's like, it's a very high 90% where y'all don't have a library card. So like we already losing recipes as is. They not worried. Not only are they not worried about what their kid is reading, the reason why they not worried is because they baby not reading. That's the fucking problem. These kids don't read.
They don't. They have very low reading scores.
Baltimore has some of the lowest reading scores in the nation. And y'all act like it too. So I just want y'all to know.
So does very high wealthy areas too. They don't be making them kids.
But they can read the medicine labels and steal that shit out the cabinet.
They be botching them scores up.
Snorting the fuck out of it. They snorting them scores.
But yes, read with your kid first if you want to be dictating.
While you're pregnant, while the baby little, just throughout the week, bedtime stories.
Like I was in a reading program because I was kind of behind. But once I got my shit together, because I think I was dyslexic, but ain't nobody say nothing. But anyway, once I got on my P's and Q's, I was excelling. Yeah. Like I was reading on 8th grade level in 4th grade.
If your baby can't read, that's just a problem in general. Because why can't your baby read?
Because can you read?
That's a basic skill.
If you can read and your baby can't read, I feel like you really just...
That's a basic skill. It's basic. Like, they should be able to read labels. They need to be able to read the sign. Make sure they go to the right store. If they learn how to drive, make sure they're going in the right direction. Make sure they're not eating poison. Because, Windex and blue Kool-Aid maybe don't look that far off. And I don't know what the fuck you got in your fridge. Maybe keep your Windex cool. You see what I'm saying? Like, I
make sure they're not eating the baking soda or whatever in the back of the fridge. Yeah,
it's almost like never mind. Because that's a conversation for another day.
It's almost like what?
Because it's almost like y'all don't want to raise these babies y'all having. Like that's my problem. It's almost like y'all don't want to be parents. I'm as somebody who gets frustrated at their child. I get frustrated with my son often because in this new generation they don't do shit that I used to do. So like. Just certain shit I don't get. He want to be on Fortnite all fucking day long. When the game don't load, he's freaking the fuck out. And I have to remind him that this is just a game. And I have to get him to practice patience. You're going to turn the game off. We're going to turn this iPad off. When we're in the car, if the drive is less than like 2-3 hours, we're not bringing an iPad. We're not bringing a phone. And when we go into restaurants or different establishments, no, you cannot have my phone. Mm-hmm. No, you cannot watch this iPad because you need to have a real fucking life experience. Get off that fucking phone. It do be that phone.
Look at your.
And if you are gonna let them be on that tablet or on that phone, make sure that it's a Kindle or something. Make sure that there's some literacy, something. When my son is playing video games and he's like, Mom, I don't know what to do here. First thing I asked him is, did you read what was on the screen? The game, when the game first comes on, it gives you a little tutorial about what the buttons do. I tell him you can't skip that part unless you're willing to go through the hardship of trying to figure out what everything does. If you want to cut corners, it's going to be a lot harder for you. And granted, my son is only 8. He's on the spectrum. He has ADHD. But this little nigga know, before I go to her, let me try first. Because the first thing she going to ask me is, did I try on my own?
Mm-hmm. Because one thing we not raising around here is lazy children nor boys.
Y'all really don't want to raise y'all fucking kids. And then y'all wonder why they turn out the way that they do. Or you don't raise them and then they raise themselves and then you wonder why they turned out the way that they did. Again, I'm going to get off my soapbox with that.
Oh, for real.
To get into this motherfucking topic, like we really just be talking to y'all. I just want y'all to understand this because we love y'all so much. I was thinking about us the other day, friend. Like really, and just like the studio recording, podcasting, the things that we've done, and how all of this has just been off of free will. Like, we could really
everything that we do
doing nothing else with our time. Like I think about how much time this does consume. Like this is my life at this point. Every week I have certain expectations of myself that are tailored to the multiple projects and things of that nature. This does not pay any real money at this point. Like I'm not sustaining myself off of the things that we're doing. And yet it's still I come in this bitch and do it because I have free will. Mm-hmm. And because this is what I love to do. And I could go work Amazon Flex. I could go get a second job. I could go do all those things. I don't want to do that. I want to do this. And so because I have free will and because I am fucking grown with a job and a car and gas and a driver's license and the ability to have do and be, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. Fuck what I have to do, what I want to do. Because, and I
feel like I make that a have.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I said it a couple weeks ago on the show. What I want to do has become what I have to do. Yeah. And that's really the thing about free will. When you decide creatively that you want to, have an avenue for yourself, whether you do it with a partner or whether you do it by yourself, a lot of what you're going to be doing specifically in the beginning is strictly off of free will. Because it ain't going to be because of the money. It ain't going to be because of the instant gratification. Because the shit really don't be flowing like that.
Like
it really
you said, it's the discipline.
You got to. And you have to have discipline within your free will. and discernment within this to know that what you're doing is the right thing. The level of discernment that you need in order to have an active free will is not talked about enough. Because what people will do is they'll say like, oh, I want to, for instance, like if we're using videography as an example, let's use Sinners, you know, for this example. I want to write a movie. You have free will to write that movie.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the discernment to say, this is going to take, let's say 30 hours a week for me to sit down and to really get behind this and, type and write and do the research and all the different things. And then past that, right, to have the discipline and to have the confidence and the free will to reach out to people. Hey, I think this role would be really good for you. Or, I want to pitch these things. If you do not have the level of discernment to say that this is my calling, this is my purpose, when I don't have the motivation, when I don't have the support from outside, when I feel like, giving up and doing all these things, are you discerned enough to know, like, no matter how much I have to pivot in this space, clearly God has me radiating in this space for a reason. Like I'm constantly and consistently being hounded by the same thing. Clearly I'm supposed to be doing something.
It's on your heart. It's on your chest.
It's like, it
feels right when you do it.
Every time I decide that I don't want to have a small business, somehow a small business keeps coming up. Every time I'm like, I don't want to just podcast anymore. Or like this week, I just don't have it in me. We reach some new height, right? Like the accolade comes through. And it's like, it be these little goose eggs, right? These little golden eggs that I really feel like life, the universe, God, whomever keeps dropping by and be like, mind you aligned. Like, yes, you're acting off of free will. We tell y'all the story all the time about how this started from literally just being able to do this. Because we had all of the resources in place. We didn't have to go look for a studio. We didn't have to, really go to strong lengths, crazy lengths to find each other. Things worked out the way that they did. We still did not have to say, let's do this.
Yeah. We just sat down.
That's it. And then we came back a second week, and then it became a third week, a fourth week, and now I think we're on like our 65th week. It really just takes
more than that.
Yeah,
we are over
like 123 weeks or some shit like that. Like it really takes discipline and fucking free will. Because if you do it because somebody else tells you to do it, or you do it because
it's not gonna feel
somebody else encourages you to do it, or they pushing you to do it, it just don't have that same.
You can only do stuff like that, but for so long, like there were things where people would be like, "You're really good at that. You should do it," and it was just like, okay, I'm gonna try it out, but it didn't fit with what I really wanted to do at the time.
Yeah, so especially when you're creative and you have so many like avenues of creativity, it does get difficult sometimes to determine like what, where you should be working and what you should be doing. But when you just keep practicing being creative on purpose, it will come to you. So like, don't lose that shit, man.
And that's really just the beauty of doing this shit.
For sure.
Because to be honest, excuse me, I feel like that means what I'm about to say is about to be a word.
Come on.
I truly feel like we are not sitting here as adults doing this shit like just because. Like in a sense, we really bad. When we are children, we talk about being adults so much. Yeah. And for us to sit in our adulthood and not do what the fuck we want to do or do what we're passionate about would be a waste. Yeah. Like it's truly, that's the beauty of where we are right now. Like there are a lot of children out here or whatever that like do their shit on social media, whatever. Still, but but look at them in their lives, what you can see from their lives and how they are thriving. Yeah. Why are you not doing what you want to do creatively?
Why are you not doing what you want to do, period? Like in general, why are you not doing what you want to do?
Why are you not seeing the world?
Why do you get that passport?
There are certain things.
Why do you get the passport?
Again,
why do you go to the gym?
Food stamps.
Yeah, why didn't you go to the gym? You have free fucking will.
If you have a decent job, they will pay for that.
I love when I see people doing shit and then they like, but I don't want to do this. I'm like, so why don't you just stop? Because I can't. Because who said that? I'm probably one of the worst friends to have. Like, I'm one of the best friends to have, but like, I'm one of the worst friends to have because the first thing I'll always bring up is like, who the fuck is telling you can't? What's my favorite thing to say? What are they going to do? Beat you? What are they going to do? Hit you in the mouth? You have free fucking will. You have full authority over your life. And I think that that's the beautiful thing, to your point, friend, about when people talk about, having that childlike ambition. Yes. When you have to bring that childlike ambition with your free will as an adult, you're unstoppable. You're unstoppable. Yes, you can eat ice cream for dinner because you fucking can. Yes, you can go buy the car off the lot. as long as you have the money to do it, and it's not going to put you in a hole. If when you were little, you said you wanted a pink Barbie Jeep, and you now have the money and the credit score and the things you need for a pink Barbie Jeep, why can't you drive a pink Barbie Jeep? I don't give a fuck that you're a doctor.
Or work towards it.
Yeah, why can't you be a doctor with a pink Barbie Jeep?
That would make more sense to me.
Why can't you be a stay-at-home mom with a multi-million-dollar business? Why can't you? You have free fucking will. Why can't you walk around slinging dick like you would? You have free fucking will. Why not?
Regardless of how.
It doesn't matter. Why can't you get pregnant? You have free fucking will. I say it all the time. It doesn't matter what you do in life. If you are not doing it to the best of your ability, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Yeah. You have free will. Go be a crackhead. What did you want? What you want? What are they? You want to be a videographer? Go do it. And you be doing it.
I do be doing it.
Because you got free fucking will and a camera. Mm-hmm. And even if you did, you got that phone.
Because I be using it.
So why can't we? I'm trying to figure that out. You want to open up a hair salon. Why can't you? You got free fucking will, don't you? There ain't nobody else got no accreditation. At least you wash hair. At least you took the YouTube University tutorial. At least you did the mock test that you took through the Google PDF that you downloaded. Because you're being resourceful, huh? You're being a resourceful hoe. And I'm proud of you, bitch. Because you got free will. You got that education, okay? You got that legacy on you. You got that purpose in your heart. And you got the ability to do acting big.
I know somebody right now that owns a whole salon and is I'm going to call it a beautician with no license. And she does that shit through the mud.
Well, then she a hairstylist.
Why she did? Okay, yes. Yeah. A hairstylist. And you know why she didn't get that accreditation? She said because they focus more on white hair. And she knows how to do black hair.
So come on.
And why would she sit up here learning how to do white hair when that's not her target?
Because pussy popping ass pretty.
And I said, I'm finna go to you to get a retwist one day. Because I'm putting money in her pocket.
Because stop playing. People have free fucking will. Like you said, friend, that is the beauty of it all, right? There's a healing in free will. There's so much healing in your ability to be able to say, I'm going to do what I want to do. My family been trying to tell me for so long that I need to do this, or because when I was in school, my professor was telling me that I would be great at this, because my accreditations have all come from this. At any point, if you wake up today tomorrow and want to change your fucking mind,
pivot.
Why not? Why not? But pivot. I am learning right now in my life, I'm learning the art of having to pivot because I got 11 fucking things going on. And they all run together at the end of the day because everything coexists, right? Like having mentees is a part of just like education in general, right? Being able to manage other people's projects and the things that they have going on, being able to be an active listener. All these things teach me things. I have a 9-to-5 in which I work in finance that teaches me bookkeeping on the back end. I post millions of dollars every fucking day, making sure that ledgers and bank statements and all of these things are equal, making sure that ain't nobody going to fuck to jail today for money laundering, no shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Like this teaches you financial integrity, all the things that I got going on, right? It's the power of the pivot because I don't have to sit in anything long. Even when you're going through something, yo, and shit is hard and you feel like I'm getting my ass whooped.
Shit finna be hard.
It's not forever. It's really not. It's not. I'm going through some shit right now. I promise you. Give it like a week. I'm gonna be straight. Give it a PMDD episode after that show. I'm say,
literally, as women, I'm not even gonna say black women. As women, you only get one good week.
So girl, them other 3 weeks, give yourself some grace. Give yourself grace every fucking day. But on that, specifically on them weeks where you in a luteal phase, a follicular phase, and a ovulation phase, before you get to, or a menstruation phase,
ovulation phase is the best.
The ovulation phase is the best. That luteal phase, that follicular phase, and that motherfucking menstrual phase, bro, give yourself some grace, bitch. Your body is literally releasing eggs and shit that's getting ready to drop off your coochie hole. Like, that's a lie.
Your body's trying to get you pregnant, man.
And because you won't give it a baby, it's catching an attitude with you.
Insane. Fighting against you. Like, you're not the one keeping it alive.
Give yourself some fucking grace, baby. Like, really, give yourself some grace. It ain't that deep. And I have to constantly remind myself about that. Natasha has to remind herself. We have to remind each other. It ain't that fucking deep. The shit that we is experiencing, do it hurt? Yes. Are we gonna cry about it? Yes. Bitch, and complain? Of course. But I think that's the joy of not even just the show being called Jaded and Evolving, but the fact is though, like, this is really how we live in. We've been through so much shit so many different times that we really are tired of it. But that's the whole point of this, is to learn the lesson now and to be able to grow and to evolve into a beautiful individual holistically, right? I'm gonna always have some shit with me. I'm gonna always be the bitch that like smoke weed, cuss, drink a little bit, pop a pussy on the dance floor, you feel me, shake a little ass, eat some chicken wings. I ain't perfect. But guess what? I'm a bad bitch. Because on the other side of that, I am a holistic hoe. I'm a happy hoe. I'm a great ass mom. I'm a great ass daughter, a great ass person, just who I am in general. So like,
great friend.
I got free. Thank you. I got free will to do everything that I want to do.
And if you new here, that was the purpose of this whole podcast, is to show you that life is not all sunshine and rainbows, and that's fine. Sometimes you're gonna have to cut somebody out. Yeah. Sometimes you're gonna have to really just
give it to a motherfucker. Shit. Yeah, real shit. Sometimes you got to give it to them straight.
Sometimes they're not gonna expect that. A lot of the time, they're not gonna expect you to speak.
Most of the time, yeah.
If you are not that person, when you are evolving, you are gonna have jaded moments where you're just like, that didn't feel right,
and I'm tired.
But they understood when you popped off on that nigga, when you crashed out. Because they didn't understand what you were saying to begin with, and you finally had to crash out on somebody.
Because you tried over and over again to be peaceful about it.
But they got it that time. That's the jaded side.
And it's so okay to be jaded. Like, people have such a negative connotation about women, or specifically women feeling a certain type of way about things. Oh, it really shouldn't be that deep of a deal.
But it is.
You try to bleed out your pussy once a month and see how the fuck you feel.
If I wanted to be that deep, it's going to be that fucking deep. Just like everybody else talk about shit and it can be that deep to them, it's gonna be that fucking deep to me. And I said what the fuck I said. I don't understand.
How about that on pussy popping ass period? Can both destiny and free will exist at the same time? I think we were just really getting to the nitty gritty of that, but it is possible
because we don't know our destiny.
It's not written in stone, but there's no way in hell that you don't see a pattern in your day-to-day. Yeah. That be my thing. Even when you're practicing free will, you're practicing things in a pattern. Things that are a pattern for me: meditation, reading my Bible, raising my child, going to work. There are habits, right? Going to the gym, working out, washing my ass, washing my hair. These are things that I don't have to do.
That's why I was late, because I had to make sure that I washed my ass for you.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate that, because at the end of the day, right, you don't have to wash your booty.
But why not?
But why not wash that ass?
If you have access to a shower.
If your destiny is to be a better version of yourself, right? In any meaning of that word.
The only destiny that you got is just to be better than who you were yesterday.
Get that hygiene in order, get that mental health in order, get all this. You might never have a hobby. You might never pick nothing else up.
You might be a regular 9-to-5 worker on the regular, but are you satisfied with what you do?
Are you happy? Do you get to take your 2 vacations every year like you want to? Do you meet that person that you say that you wanted to fall in love with? Some people have a very standard, by the book destiny.
I know some of them, yeah. Well, I have met some of them.
And it's because they don't want to practice free will.
And that's okay.
And that's so okay. You just miss out on the fun moments, in my opinion.
Those things that make your heart twinge and you ignoring it. When you full of 70
regret,
years old,
with the woulda, coulda,
and you
shoulda,
looking back and you're just like, damn, I really didn't. Why? There are so many older women, older men that are just like, I really wish I would have. And then there are people that are in their mid-30s talking about the moment you are in right now, be in it. Yeah. Be happy with where you are, because every year that you get older, you don't get that shit back. You can't go back in time.
Ain't none of that.
And even if I could, I might say something to my 18-year-old self, but even then it's just like, but
I don't know how that whole feeling today. She may not even believe what the fuck I'm saying. I could come back and be like, girl, I am your 31-year-old self from the future. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this.
And she might go harder to do the opposite.
The bitch might be like, if the bitch know anything like I know now about possibly having ADHD, the bitch is definitely going to be defiant. She's going to do the total opposite.
Somebody just tell me what the fuck to do.
And now I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. And again, that's another part of that free will where people are saying like, hey, I think that you'd be great for this. I think that you'd be great for that. And you just defy all odds. And you're like, I ain't doing none of that shit. Not even what you want to do. You just don't do anything in general. People have practiced the free will of being a lazy fucking bum as well. Don't let that be you either. People die with regrets. People will literally be on a deathbed. Like, there's so many things that I wish I would have done, wish I would have said, wish I would have dated that person, wish that I would have went for it. That won't be me. I'm sorry, it won't.
She tells me that on a regular. When I'm on my deathbed, what do I want the obituary to
What
say?
do you want that obituary to say,
I want
man?
that shit to talk about some little friend and how I was like just so calm and cool and collective? Or do I want that shit to be like, this bitch knew how to play bass guitar and she was a videographer and she worked on films and such and this, that, and the third, and she had a podcast and blah, 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 like, and she traveled the world. Like,
today or tomorrow, my obituary finna go crazy, man. My obituary, the photos alone, I'ma eat the fuck down. You feel me? But the shit that they could put in there, like the places I've gone, the people that I've seen, the lives that I've impacted, off of free fucking will.
Yeah.
Off of free will. My family will tell you, Christian, do what the fuck she want to do. I don't listen. I don't. I listen to them because I love them and because they my elders and shit. And like, that's like low key my calling.
Yeah.
And when it pertains to them.
To be an elder protector.
But even then, I still tell them the art of practicing free will. Granny, go get them lashes. Go get them nails done. Have those finger waves in your head at 72 years old. Be a bad bitch.
Do what makes you happy.
I tell my aunt all the time, my aunt, like, you feel me? I wish I would go on more vacations. I wish I would do this, Michelle.
Do that shit.
Do it. The fuck? Do it. Do what the fuck you want to do.
I'm planning 5 vacations right now.
Yeah. And do all that shit, man. Don't let life pass you by because you decide that I don't have the free will to do that. That's somebody trying to train you. That is somebody trying to convince you and program you that you don't have the opportunity to do anything. I'm going to bring it full circle and then I'm going to get off of it. Ryan Coogler did not have to do what he did. He did not have to make a movie about Black liberation based in the 1930s when slavery was still a thing, when segregation was still a thing, when racism was at an all-time fucking high. He did not have to shine light on false allyships. He did not have to, show us about hoodoo practicing. Didn't have to talk to us about vampires. Didn't have to put
the importance of music.
Any of that. He did not have to be he didn't have to go to film school. He didn't have to do any of this. But he practices free fucking will. Michael B. Jordan practices free fucking will. Like, and I'm specifically highlighting these Black people because I really need y'all to understand that every other culture has the ability to do this, y'all. They don't have this. Asian children, yeah, they go through it too. Indians go through it too, where they say like, oh no, you have to do this and you have to do that. But when they start defying the odds and start going against the grain, they are successful.
I follow one on my other page. He was in school for accounting or something like that. And he's just like, I graduated with this degree, but I'm doing film now.
Yeah, I'm
doing video now.
One of the cannabis creators, she's Asian, defied the odds and went against the grain, and now she paid all her family bills. Her family, her Obachon, her mom, her dad. She went to college. She has a 6-year degree. She has a master's degree, and she does not use it at all. She does all cannabis related content, and she's making buku bread.
I feel like that shit is a backup for her.
You feel me? Because she went against the grain. She did something else. Please do not ever allow anybody to tell you what the fuck you going to do and what the fuck you not going to do when it comes to your power and your purpose. Don't let nobody do that shit to you, yo. Don't let nobody knock you off your rocker, tell you that you can't. Ryan Coogler got one of the heaviest motherfucking California accents I've ever heard in my motherfucking life. And that nigga has claimed his intellectual property on a movie that's going to do over $100 million in a weekend in 25 years. In 25 years, he will be able to sit down and say, this is my masterpiece that grows this amount of money off of pure fucking free will.
And when I'm 55, I'm going to watch that motherfucker.
Again.
I'm going to watch it.
Again.
I'm going to buy it on DVD. I'm going to make sure I have it on DVD.
When Sinners, the 25th anniversary come up, we're going to go see that shit in theaters. When Jaded and Evolve hit its 5th year, we're going to be celebrating. When it hits its 3rd, we do all this shit off of free will, yo. We do everything. We made a merch line off of free will. Got this podcast off of free will. And it's not just us. Lauren Lionel did it off of free will. Each do it off of free will. Marquise do it off of free fucking will. Fucking Chris Cavallari does it off of free will. Decisions do it off of free fucking will. Fucking Charlamagne the God, as irky as he is, that nigga do everything off of free fucking will.
That's all he ever fucking do. I don't think that he know anything else.
Lil Russell, the king of free fucking will. If you want to see a motherfucker who doing it out the mud for no fucking reason other than he can, go follow Lil Russell. If you've never heard about Lil Russell, I ain't even going to tell you nothing about him. I want you to go follow LARUSSEL or ELL. Please go follow Lil Russell.
I'm going to put a link down.
And if you think that he's a corny nigga, if you think that you're not looking at that shit right, because you mad at the wrong fucking person. That nigga is doing everything off of free will, and I promise you, that is one of the most prominent, most fucking encouraging people in this fucking world. If you ever is feeling down on yourself, please just go watch the videos from
and listen to his first song.
Yes, all of it.
Around in the
man, go man. Stop playing with me. I will beat all y'all the fuck up. We could square the fuck up today or tomorrow if I find out that y'all out here doing shit off the basis of somebody else instead of doing it for your fucking self.
We need a word.
And y'all know I like to fight. Y'all know I like to fight. And y'all know I like to cuss people out for free. I will cuss you out for free 99.
If you have some real ass shit that you really trying to get off, go over to Shesoteric Media and tell us. We're not trying to steal your idea. We really just trying to be like, what you working on? Where can we help you?
We're actually gonna start giving away free ideas every Wednesday on the platform. So not even just on Shesoteric, like when you pay for it. If you go over to the Instagram, every Wednesday we're just gonna start posting just topics, like random shit that you can take. It's a whole event. It has themes. It has all of that shit. Just slide through it on the carousel. It's gonna come out literally when this episode drops on that same day. Go follow Shesoteric Media and just look. It's going to be like 3 or 4 different events that are so fucking random that you literally, the slide says, feel free to use these ideas. Because not every idea you have, you're going to do anything with. So why the fuck would I waste the idea when it's a black creative out here who literally just needs the platform? They just need the premise and they can rock with it. Take that shit and go. I don't think you dick eating. She don't think you dick eating. This is the whole reason why we created this shit. And we're going to keep talking about it until y'all catch the fuck on.
I actually kind of hate the word dick eating for real because y'all don't be using it right.
Yeah, because if you really going to eat that dick up.
That's not what I meant.
Oh.
You just be hyping somebody up and somebody be like, oh, you dick eating because I like what they're doing.
And your mother eat butt. How about that? Why is it a problem that I want to tell somebody the day is amazing? And what if I want to tell them every day? Until they tell me to stop telling them, I'm going to repost them all the fucking time.
I'm sorry.
All the time. I go on random people's pages.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what's wrong with you. I love to go to people's pages when they're slow and I tell them keep doing it. Because somebody's trying to discourage them. Look at 50 Tyson. You know him because he 50 Tyson. Free will. And now he rapping on fucking TikTok.
And I did
it's something about you. But that shit go ham. You know exactly what we talking about. So y'all better stop fucking playing. Y'all gonna be the whole reason why you miss out on life because you being a bitch ass nigga and this ain't practice free will.
And if those are bad examples, okay. Shout out to shout outs to certain people. That white, was it a guy or a woman? Shoes. I like these shoes.
Oh, yeah.
That shit too.
Yeah.
Basic shit. Just do the shit, goddammit.
Why not?
Smack your girl. Since your name, baby, let me smack your girl. You know that one too.
Because why not? A lot of viral moments.
Just let it be that.
What's her name? I'm literally, it's skipping Mona. One arm on that, one hand on frontal. Your frontal off. That's free will. Comedians have free fucking will. Stop fucking playing with me. Okay? Just stop fucking playing with me. Because y'all gonna piss me off. I want to see if this summer alone, if I don't see more black people acting in free will, I'm going to start coming back and I'm going to start mentioning you directly on the pod and cussing you out publicly.
And we're going to make it into a clip.
And if I find out, because the streets be talking, that you have a talent, that you are creative, and you are not acting on it by pure free fucking will, guess what's coming to your fucking doorstep?
You just reminded me that I need to send this shit to somebody.
Yeah, sure did.
Or did I send it to them?
Stop fucking playing with me, y'all. I love y'all.
I sent it to them already. Don't even worry about it.
Perfect. I ain't too gung ho on cussing y'all out no more. This fucking
there was a lot of affirmations in this.
Oh,
don't
yeah,
even
for sure.
worry about us saying anything at the end.
No, go see Sinners. Go support Ryan Coogler. Support Shesoteric Media. Support Jaded Involvement. Support your favorite black indie podcast. Support your favorite black creatives. Creativity does cost, so just pay the motherfucking
from
invoice.
A black business right now. Since you're not going to Target, there are black businesses that have.
Take that Target budget and put that shit where it belongs, in a black person's pocket. Bye.